everywhere. So domain skill you will develop, no doubt. You might gain as many qualifications that the opportunity that bank provides. But how are you going to develop your people skill or the the soft skill orientation, interpersonal orientation and all? And that's what we do at the development center level, right? Yeah. So let me get back to my focus is on two things. Learning and development. We used to call training and development. The new buzzword is more learning and development. It has to be learner centric. So we call it learning and development now. So what all we are doing in the domain and what opportunities you have. And the second one is you want to, if you're interested, how do we shape our career in the bank, right? Depending on your interest, how we can shape our career. Does RBI provide those varied opportunities? If I'm not a markets man, if I'm not a numbers man, I wanted to maybe I'm more interested in technology, pure technology, IT audit, IT security and all these things. Do I have a career? Can I choose? Yes, you can choose. Teaching, soft skill, you can choose. You want to work in markets? There are opportunities at different point in time in your career where you can keep the track going. Or you want to be a bank supervisor, you have an options. So those things also we would discuss. And what kind of support you can get, mentoring support to guide you not just in terms of career progression, but also to guide you in terms of day-to-day challenges that you face in the bank, right? I don't have a presentation, so a couple of points broadly I would pick and talk to you. There is a strategic shift happened in the bank. You all could be, I guess, 15 days old. Sorry, already you spent a month here, maybe 2 months. Before that, you would have joined the bank. In terms of learning and development, what used to be predominantly physical training like this, we have moved far away from that. Most of the training institutions that we have either have an hybrid mode or purely online also. We have the capabilities to conduct. It's not a big requirement because nowadays, if you have WebEx, if you have Microsoft Teams, you can. Zoom, of course, RBI doesn't use. So we are using these technology platforms to conduct online training. What is the advantage in these things? Earlier, learning and development is purely classroom based. Some point in time, you will be visiting Reserve Bank Staff College also, where primarily this training is conducted for RBI officers. We also have, what other training institution you are aware of that RBI runs? CAB Pune, College of Agriculture Banking Pune. I spoke about one institute that I take care of, which is that RBI Academy. RBI Academy is there. We also have COS, College of Supervisors. There is a new institute that's coming up. New niche training institution or capacity building institution that's coming up in Bhubaneswar. Data analytics training, because we are setting up a data center there, and as part of that, a data analytics training institute also is being set up. So we are also, at a crossroad in a way, because we are trying to analyze, do we need so many institutes or there has to be some kind of synergy? Of course, each institute has a niche training area to focus on. Reserve Bank Staff College primarily focus on all central banking areas, from middle to kind of senior level, or rather from grade B onwards, they focus on. We have zonal training centers, which is exclusive for assistants and grade A's. And in some specialized area, they also offer for grade B participants. And College of Agriculture Banking focuses primarily for the non-RBI participants, agri-finance, and cooperative banking and so on. But for RBI participants also, from the cooperative banking supervision areas, they conduct training. Not only that, behavioral areas for RBI participants, there is core competency in CAB. The development center happens in CAB only. Some point within 2-3 years, you would be participating in those experiential training program. And of course, academy we don't have faculty on our own. Any training which is of higher order, where kind of higher expertise is required, some top schools like IIT, IIM professors have to conduct, or international faculty has to conduct. We have been conducting those programs. Not necessarily in terms of domain, because some of the programs we conduct is macroeconomics, foundational macroeconomics. Especially you would see the crowd, your peer group, people come from heterogeneous background. Predominantly engineering background could be there, but you have arts, science, and all background. So to bring them up to a level where you are able to work in central banking areas, we have to conduct those training, macroeconomics training, financial reporting and analysis, statistics, and so on. All this training we conduct. Apart from that, we also do the new age technology domain, the future skill that is required as central bankers and the industry itself. So machine learning, artificial intelligence, some of the international professors who conduct those training, and IIMs also conduct the training for us. That's what academies is focused on: foundational training, new emerging areas training, and so on. College of Supervisors exclusively focuses on capacity building in terms of supervisory officers. So these trainings are there. So the shift that I'm saying has happened in all these training institutions. We are also setting up hybrid classrooms, seamless hybrid classrooms training could be conducted, where people can attend online through Microsoft Teams or even WebEx, and classroom can also happen. So the video technology-based classrooms also we are setting it up. What was the advantage? Earlier, training has been very episodic kind, like, every 6 months I attend a training, I do a 5-day training, then I come back, right? And people, what we found is that there are a lot of people who are attending training continuously. Maybe they want to go to a center, they attend a training. Little indiscriminate training utility was there. There were a set of people who doesn't attend any training. For 5 years, 6 years, my close friends, senior people, or any level, they don't go for training because either they cannot afford to, in the sense, family situation doesn't provide them taking time out 5 days to go to Chennai or Pune to attend a training. And so therefore, we thought when we go on this hybrid mode, again, it's a gift of pandemic. The good part of pandemic is that we could test such a system where online trainings can work, and you can even conduct breakout sessions in online training quite effectively. I've attended a lot of international training also through online. So therefore, that luxury of I can be in the center, I don't have to travel, but I can attend a training that interests me, that's going to build my skill. Okay, anytime, anywhere, learning through e-learning model or live synchronous training also. Whenever I want, I can attend. Because I don't have to travel, I can sit in my house, because when you are deputed for training, you can sit and attend the training. So that thing, we are leveraging it and we are doing it well. That's an opportunity because you all are joining the organization now. The inflexibility that you have to go to a training center to attend. There is nothing to replace a physical training, face-to-face training. There is no doubt about it. But the second best solution could also be good if you cannot travel, right? What also we are trying to do now in learning and development is we try to record all these trainings, key sessions which could be available through a learning management system. Any of you are aware that we have implemented a learning management system recently? E-Pathshala, right? So that is going to be, in a way, game changer kind. Not only a lot of e-learning modules that we have put in that, the live classroom will also be administered through that E-Pathshala. Any of the top institute which you have all gone, LMS is a common thing now. Your reading material could be given to you through the LMS. Assessment would be done through LMS. Everything will happen through LMS. We would also have recording of the sessions wherever possible. When it's an hybrid classroom, automatically WebEx is going to record it. Physically, you're attending a class. There is a WebEx connection which records the classroom. And now the classrooms, many of the sessions is when it's dual mode, maybe 20 people, 30 people is attending a session, a particular course. Whoever interested, whichever session they wanted to see from wherever they are, they can connect and they can attend the session, listen to the program, participate in the program because of the hybrid model. And since the recording is going to be available, you can always come back to it. Of course, everything with the permission of the faculty. Maybe certain faculty would say that this shouldn't be recorded or something, especially when you're bringing in guest faculty where we wanted to keep it. So that's a kind of leverage that is happening in terms of the change that you are seeing now. And you can leverage that in a big way. E-learning program and attending online, attending physical program. Training is something RBI invests heavily. And I've done so many, and I can guarantee you, if you are interested in a domain that you want to specialize, nothing is going to stop you. We have something called as an incentive scheme. Some point in time, if you had gone through it, somebody spoke to you, that was highly empowering for you. You can pick a course. Of course, that's all part-time. E-learning mode, you can do it. Only thing you cannot take leave. I think maximum 1 week leave you can take out. Some restrictions are there, but generally it has to be a remote kind of. So there was a time, currently it's become a little restrictive. There was a time when one course we have, which is good for all of you youngsters entering the central banking field or making a career here is, we have an opportunity for you to complete something called as Masters in Central Banking and Financial Regulation from Warwick Business School. It's a program that we have included as part of the incentive scheme. It's completely online program. I have done a couple of modules because it's recently introduced. I have tried and I have completed 2 modules. Amazing program. And if you are diligent enough to, and interest and passion to gain knowledge about central banking in all the domain, you can register one by one and complete it. Right? It's provided as part of the incentive scheme. Okay. If you complete 6 modules and 1 research module, everything online, you get Masters in Central Banking from a very, very reputed international Warwick Business School. These are the only 2, there are only 2 major institutions that provide professional degree in central banking. Asia School of Business in Malaysia also has one, but that's more a physical program. Warwick provides a remote program, so you can do it, and bank provides funding for that under the incentive scheme. The reputation of the program is Bank of England have the similar tie-up with Warwick School, and any officer joining Bank of England, they are encouraged to participate in that Warwick Business School program, right? But they don't provide as much support as we provide. They give some bursary of 4,000 pound or something. Rest, people have to put their money because that is what is going to help them to have a career in central banking. So people do that. But in RBI, there was a time, many of my senior friends also who have done, they did 3 modules in a year, all 3 funded by the bank. We have a special rate of 2 lakh per module or something. So there is no limitation as to how many courses you do in bank reimbursing the funding. But of late, I mean, those good days have gone, because now the new circular, the revision is happening in incentive scheme where they're going to put a cap of, I think they've already done it. Yearly, you can do 1 module. Yearly, maximum 2 lakhs you can spend in under incentive scheme. But that was also fine. Every year you do a module, and it's a very rigorous module. I'm telling you, fantastic module, because all of us, if you ask my background, you would be, I'm a veterinary doctor in Central Bank. Okay, I did my bachelor in veterinary science. Of course, I did my rural management from Irma, Gujarat in 97, I completed. And then, what helps us to make a career is once you come in here, how well you're using these opportunities. So with that background, I've also done CISA, Certified Information System Auditor, international certification. And those days in 2003, 2004, I started IS audit in the bank. Of course, there is an AGM who is an highly technocrat who guided us. But that was possible because of the capacity building opportunity that bank provides. Whatever your background is, your basic analytical capability is good. Pick the right course, develop yourself, and make a career. So with spending 10 years in IS audit, strengthening IS audit in the bank, developed so many audit tools to conduct security review. Later, I shifted to kind of people skill area. That came from, I did my Golden Jubilee. I went to Harvard Kennedy School. I did my master's in public administration. Focus was on leadership. That area I kind of took interest in. I came back, I kind of developed my career in that area. Assessment center, communication, leadership, and so on. So you can passionately shape your career, learn what you want to learn by using the opportunity provided by the bank. That's a point that I wanted to make. Any kind of questions you have, please ask. Whatever limited time we can engage. And I broadly have certain points that I'm saying, but if you have any questions, you should feel free to ask. In terms of approach towards training, how do we, because as part of the training ecosystem I've been associated with, we continuously visited several institutes, including LBS Academy for the IAS, Police Academy, the Army, the training establishment in Hyderabad. The focus is more on training has to be curated, right? You cannot decide, okay, set of training. I know central banking means these 10 areas. Colleges will run 5 program in these areas at this difficulty level. Officers will nominate. It's leading nowhere. It's an investment going waste. So we need to curate it. So if you want to curate it, you need to have a very good training and need assessment process. So recently we tried to strengthen the training and need assessment process by approaching a 3-pronged approach that we adopted. One is all of us, when you fill your performance appraisal at the end of the year, you have to mention areas where you want training. And your reporting officer, depending on assessment that they have of you, they will also say certain areas that you need to work on. So that gets crystallized. That the training division in HRMD central office will receive it. In addition to that, faculty members we have been using, they go to central office departments, sit with them, try and understand where they see gap in terms of employees, skill gap, and identify those skills which need to be, and again, in terms of basic, intermediate, and advanced level skill. In fact, some new additions also they are trying to bring in terms of transformative skill, upgradable skill, updation, and all. So it's a work in progress, but skill identification is critical. Okay, what skill now? Today we are next 5 years. The kind of digital skill required now also we don't know. 2030, what would be required? So therefore, we need to be foreseeing kind, futuristic, and see what skill that may be required. How the banking industry is changing. As a regulator, what skill I need? So can I identify those skills? And those skills need to be kind of recorded at the training need analysis level. And we need to prepare training program around that. So that's how we do it. Third major part that we do, especially to understand what is the future skill requirement, we reach out to top management, EDs and DGs, because they have a more higher order perspective about how bank is functioning. Certain realm of thinking we don't have, they may be having. So what do you think are the skills required? So they also, we put together a focus group of EDs. They forthcoming and they come sit and discuss how the industry is changing, what BA is doing, what the Bank of England is doing, how cross-border transactions are happening. If we as a regulator, as a supervisor, if we have to have control over our supervisory process, what skill we need, and they have listed down certain skills. Could be skill in machine learning, artificial intelligence, and all those things. Or even cybersecurity is assuming huge proportion. What in cybersecurity we need to focus on? So they give. Based on that, we prepare set of training that is required, and then these trainings are assigned to the colleges. Now, when they develop the content, it's important it is curated. They should see who are the client, who are, if I'm developing a program and payment system, CBDC being the focus area. So I need to go to FinTech and sit with them and say, what is that you want knowledge to be imparted? What is the skill they need to have? What are the actionable skill you expect in your people? Whom you would send for this training? And then match it up with them. This is what they are doing. These are their shortcomings. This is what they need to improve. Then we develop the program on that. Ideally, this is the process we have, and that is how I'm not saying that we have achieved that efficiency, but that's the vision with which training, content development is also moving in terms of developing it. And then content cannot be, because in a larger audience like this, we can have a lecture kind of session or a talk kind. But in a smaller group where you want them to develop the skill, you will have to create some kind of simulation, actionable cases. Otherwise, how will you develop the skill? If skill building is a focus, you need to have data dump has to be given and see that what sense you make out of it. So someone who has experience will say, okay, these are the trends you have to see. Okay, they can afford to make mistake in a test environment or a simulation environment. So that when you all go back, if your supervisors in DOS, the training will give you hands-on learning where you are able to look at data differently when even the first time when you go for an inspection. Okay. So that's one focus in terms of identifying the need and conducting the programs, what all we are doing. In terms of providers of training, our colleges provide training. These are run by our own officers like us who have some experience in a particular domain. We take time as a faculty and we do it. But if you think that I need more expertise, higher order training, then people can self-nominate. They can say this program is offered by this IIM, this IIT, SPJ, any institute of repute. You can ask for a training, or it could be a edutech firm offering a training program. All this could be included. Either you do it under incentive scheme or get deputed for live training and you can attend. Foreign training is a very strong component of RBI's training and development or learning and development. A lot of officers every year are sent abroad. These trainings primarily come from other central bank academies like our RBI Academy, they conduct training. We also include other participants, mainly South Asian participants come for our programs. Some African countries participants are there. Similarly, other central banks, Swiss Central Bank or Banque de France, Fed Reserve, they've been conducting regularly programs, mostly on pro bono basis for central banking community, and we have been nominating BAS. People go for meetings also regularly. So foreign training as an opportunity continue to exist. And again, the focus should be on what kind of skill, the area, the desk that you are working, where that training could be useful. So you have all the time, even for domestic or not international, domestic training, external to RBI and internal to RBI, you have opportunity and right to self-source. In the sense, you see a training, you like it, you can always ask for it. Okay, mostly this would come as an EKP invite, where you can say that I want to do this training, then your admin would nominate you. Sometimes office is going to nominate, looking at the desk you're working, what kind of skill you need. Opportunities for short-term, long-term training is also available. Longer-term training is more of a part-time kind of training that we do. Like, for example, given the need for technology skills, mainly machine learning and all, Academy did a training with Great Learning, which was very successful training, a 6 months training to build your skills, including Python or the language and working with data. Lot of practical real life cases from the bank only. Departments have shared certain data dump, what kind of analysis they expect, what is the output they're expecting, and our officers worked on the data and they gained that competency. That confidence was good. And many people are actually working in those departments where they are able to look at data, see patterns and everything. People who are not working in, who don't have opportunity to use that skill in the current department, they're very keen to offer the services for department like DOS or MPD where data analysis happens. So that much motivating that such programs are. And we conduct those programs. And you can also suggest what is a skill area where which good program is there. Can we kind of collaborate with them? Academy would be willing to do that. Impact assessment is another area in training and development we focus a lot on, because two things are important. From the Deputy Governor, this perspective is always drilled down. People who need training should go for training. That's the first thing. Now, till now, we couldn't ascertain that. You might give training requirement as part of your performance appraisal. We would have taken it. Based on that, we would have developed the training. Colleges may be offering the training. Where at the end of the year, where is the assurance that when the training is offered, the person who asked that for the training have attended the training? We couldn't really kind of complete the loop in terms of, okay, these 100 people have asked for this training. Those trainings are offered by RBI or externally that was available for us to nominate. Because when the college is offering the training, PDs would announce it. Whether that person is nominated by the office, we don't have control over. To overcome that, and this is something which is the concern of the top management. Otherwise, training became very indiscriminate misuse. Someone wanted to go there, they go for training. People who are not fully utilized, they are not good enough to be utilized. They said, "Acha, kali baithe ho to training jao." Waisa bhi things were happening. So to overcome that, what we are doing now under the LMS will have a record, the learning management system e-Pathshala, whatever training need one has given, which has been authenticated, the system will, it's kind of an artificial intelligence line, continuously match offer, need, what is the need? What are the training programs on offer? And they intelligently suggest, these are the people ask for the training which is coming to be provided now. Next week, this training is on offer. These are the people who had shown interest. That kind of message would come. And a message we expect would warn the respective office also. Okay, this training is coming up. In your office, this person had shown an interest for this training. That's for your consideration. So that then what can happen, the way top management want at the end of the year, if you ask for a training and an option is given and you did not attend the training, that the blame is on the officer. So we would provide enough opportunity for people to attend the training that they've asked for. So the training needs should be met. And only people who need the training will attend. Then only they will make the best use of the training. And of course, all our training, there is a rigorous assessment process. There is a kind of an exam, how attentive they have been through the programs. Next time when you go to staff college or the academy program, you have to be really careful about it, because the output of that assessment is reported to the, not that it's kind of a school kind of thing, but ultimately there's a lot of resource intensive thing these trainings are, and people should take interest in attending the training. And another thing to be, two things I wanted to say is on the training part, learning and development coming, because next year your assessment would start. is one of the parameter for your performance appraisal. And you know, by now, performance appraisal is a critical element. You want it or not for our career progression. Okay. When you're up for B2C, there is either 25% knocking off, or even if you go for interview, performance score matters. And learning and development, so many minimum credit, we won't say credit, hours of training, we have put certain yardstick. You should have completed every year, you should complete 30 hours of e-learning training and successful completion through a assessment, whatever is there. So even for that reason, you need to focus on these trainings. And these trainings are not physical trainings we're talking in terms of assessment. These would be your online e-learning training, which would be offered to you through e-Padashala, our thing. That system also is going to do some intelligent matching, in the sense, if you're working in a particular area, you want to shift to markets domain. Maybe when the option comes to you to be a dealer, if you're interested in financial markets as a career, one way to move there is when the time comes as manager, senior level manager or early AGM, dealer options would come. Every year we 15, 16 people we recruit as dealers for dealing room in these market operations. So the LMS also provides a lot of e-learning courses relevant to those departments. You have an opportunity to show interest, complete those courses. That will set you up well for going to those departments. Apart from completing a dealer's exam and becoming a dealer, or you assuming nowadays the demand is not so big, if you want to go to supervision department, can you do these set of courses in banking supervision areas, right? So that is also, learning and development could also help you to shape your career track in terms of where you can move in. That would be because at admin level, we keep seeing what all courses you are taking, where you're showing interest. When the decision of posting comes, the talent management division, they will see this person X or Y seems to be interested in this area. They have done so many courses. Earlier, we never had any database of training. Whatever you do under incentive scheme, whatever training you do, now LMS is going to, the privacy of training is lost. Everything will be in the, at least in a constructive way, we will know what all you're showing interest in. For posting, it can be very well used. So that way also there is a case for leveraging this opportunity of e-Padashala and using it to learn certain things. Of course, it's still to be stabilized. You might have got your access. I'm not sure they have already sent it. They would send it soon. Currently, we have only e-learning modules. We are going to integrate with third-party providers like edX and Coursera. In addition to that, a lot of simulation, behavioral simulation modules also we will bring in that. Induction training, we had revamped it. Of course, I wouldn't venture to ask you your experience. I know there could be challenges in a new place. We are experimenting rather too much, but we are experimenting different. This first time we are doing it here. We did in NISM sometime, that was 2 weeks. Then we did 3 weeks in Hyderabad. But the intent is to give you a feeling of that camaraderie, which my CGM and ED also might have spoken to you. How do you make yourself connect as a batch? This batch feeling is what is going through till the end. I'm telling you, till we retire, whoever stays, it's the that's the purpose, that's the intent. Maybe 1 week, 2 week we do, or 4 week is large, it's an experiment. And then the further induction, more focused induction, I guess would happen batch wise in the staff college. Subsequently would be doing it. And this large batch phenomenon, my sense is should be short term. So soon it has to end, right? So we might go back to our more desirable smaller batches. Other thing that we have been doing a lot connected to training, and part of my employee interface analytics division is HR analytics. We are going deeper. We try and see, predictively different policies that we implement, how it would impact the employee profile going forward in terms of career progression and, positions that people can occupy. A lot of work is happening, and we also data dashboards we prepare for the top management on various employee profile areas. Gender profile is something that we are focusing on, because all this is not to have, okay, it's good to have, diversity in terms of region and all these things, or gender. Diversity is a very, very powerful thing. Okay. You would realize when you start taking decisions as part of departments on whatever action, homogeneity is not helpful. People have one perspective, won't be helpful. Diversity comes from gender, diversity comes from background, different degrees, upbringing, region, everything. Therefore, in all sense, we need to push for diversity in team. So that is something that we are focusing on because diversity provides a lot of value in terms of enriching the decisions that we take. In a way, it's a caution that we shouldn't see like this person is not like me or not like us. So group should not be of homogeneity. That's plain clear. Otherwise, in fact, there is a conscious effort to reduce the number of engineers in the bank also. I wouldn't state it officially, but we are concerned. Why are we getting? Is that our pattern is biased towards engineers? Not that engineers are great, because an analytical ability comes from that background, but I'm missing on my diversity. People from arts background, science background, they come with certain skill. Because ultimately, as a central banker, I'm going to bring all of you to speed at one level from where you will be able to do supervision function, markets function, you can work in foreign exchange areas, everything. A lot of the great people in the bank all had some, we had BA English people who have been excellent banking supervisors, right? So we need diversity more than super intelligence, okay? That's why we say IQ is a threshold competency. Invariably, if you're cleared an RBI Grade B exam, you have the competency required in terms of IQ. What more is required is, what is the other skill that you're bringing in? Emotional intelligence and other, the value that your diversity gives, the other background gives, perspective that you come. That is important. So, that innovative thinking and all this stuff. Okay, quickly I will talk about 5 minutes about different career track that, because we also conduct voice session. Some of you may have read it, or if you have heard about it. What is that voice session? Post-employee engagement survey. What we found, in a way, I'm cautioning you also, be prepared for disappointment. Grade B DRs, 3 to 5 years have shown the least engagement when we did a survey. Now, expected, because all of us have been through this route only. Initial perception that we have when we come from outside, from the colleges, from other industry, high expectation. Initially, still it will be high. Maybe here when you are interacting as a group, you feel that high energy thing. Or when we all had induction staff college only, so we felt that's a great moment, being with people. People come and give big talk about what RBI could be. But slowly when we start doing the work, if all of you are not going to have the same experience, right? So that's where the disappointment, disengagement would start. My expectation was this, it's not this. I worked in some big four firm, autonomy was there, I was consulted, I was a key contributor. Here, my boss is mediocre, not good enough, not knowing things, not guiding me properly. All of that could be there. That's a reality. I'm saying it's a reality. We are working at that level also. Those kind of disappointment could be there. I'm not getting the right autonomy. Knowledge share doesn't happen. People working in silos. I've been doing what I'm expected to do only. I want to know what's happening. So the circular is issued. Beyond the circular, what gone? The underlying the circular, what kind of thought process has gone into it? These disappointments would remain. So when we spoke, then we thought, okay, why is that engagement is low? We have focus group discussions. I was leading till now 12 discussions we had completed. People come up and say these things like, hand holding isn't there. Development orientation is not there. People don't care and connection isn't there. When I say I need a particular training or I want to develop certain area, institution or the reporting office is more focused on delivering work rather than caring for what I need, right? All these things are anomalies which we are trying to address. Through sensitization of the reporting officers, managerial level, AGMs and all, how they need to care for people, right? So where was this coming to? I was wanting to tell something. Through voice, okay, expectations mismatch is there, right? Okay, I was coming to that. Some people said, we are confused. We don't know really where we are. Tomorrow, which department I will go, right? I am an issue department. But my background, I've done something in finance. I've done something really in IT. Previous organization, I've done so much data work. I wanted to make a career in security. I want to make a career in finance, markets, and so on. Now, what I am telling you is, if you concertedly try, create your skill using the learning and development opportunity, in developing a specialization, it's an era of specialization. I'm telling you, specialize. What you want to do, try and develop the knowledge in that area and showcase it also in the department. It may not be the area you're working. Many of you would be in issue and banking. Fine. That's a great skill to be in. Initially, people management skill, understanding the resource utilization and all. That's the foundation of bank currency operations and all. But then if you think, I want to be in markets, look for the opportunity, develop your skill in that area. And when the dealer exam comes, every year when we announce, apply for it. Showcase, maybe through incentive scheme, you would have already done FRM, you could try, you could do CFA, started your CFA. That shows your interest in that area, markets and understanding thing. Then when dealer selection comes, obviously you get in. The moment you go in there, then you are making a specialization. By the time you complete your grade C or a grade D, people know you are the person to get in touch for this domain. Or if you think IT security is my domain, C-side, lot of opportunities. C-side, if some of you in DOS might know, I think Computer Examination Center, which is essentially IT security, hardening. They do a lot of examination of bank IT systems and vulnerability and all they expose. And they issue circulars for strengthening cybersecurity. It's one of the very powerful domain to work in. That's also expanding. You just have to show interest. How will you show interest? Develop your learning interest in doing certain courses and relevant to it. CASSP, bank provides you funding. CISA, CISM, governance related, IT governance, right? Many of these courses are available. Do it. And when opportunity comes, advertisement would come, C-side posting. Or if you just even sound to some of the team members in C-side, they will be happy to take. Faculty development training is your interest. Colleges keep announcing for, before that only, if you have your domain, you can be a guest faculty in these colleges. As manager, you can be a guest faculty in zonal training centers, sometimes in our staff college also. It's all your domain competency that matters than the level. And later you can take a role as a faculty. Golden Jubilee scholarships, I would say they are increasing the numbers now. Okay, 5 years after only you would become eligible. You can do a master's degree anywhere in the world. The amount is also they're going to increase. Currently also is good amount. the revision is going to come, you will comfortably complete course from the best of the schools. Could be Columbia, could be Harvard, wherever you want, right? And often there is a scholarship support also available. Study leave scheme is there if you wanted to take time out, update yourself. An incentive scheme I spoke about. So career options are there. Only thing, we try and use this mentoring scheme very well. When already if you are offered to some mentors, you as a mentee, what is this all about? You can take guidance on anything from the mentor. And you're not stuck to one mentor. Like now, you find I can be of help to you in certain career guidance something. You feel free to reach out, or it could be Sirin or Nageshwar Rao. Somewhere you, during this 4 weeks, you find them, okay, they are supportive in certain areas. They can pay good advice, role, reach out. Okay, check with them. If they're willing to help, then reach out and do it. So that's what you will have, formal mentoring, but you can also reach out to somebody who are a domain expert who could help you. Right? Mentoring scheme you should actually use well. Secondment options are there, connected to training only. We always, every year there is one officer who go to Bank de France for 6 months to 1 year, and it's mutual. Somebody coming and working with us in a particular area of your interest. So those are also valuable learnings that you can gain from other central banks and come back and do it. CSIN is another opportunity where sometimes research positions, 6 months you can go and associate with them. That give you opportunity to explore in the other 19 Southeast Asian central bank also. Secondment opportunities. I think employee assistance program, people would have spoken. Madam had come, Giri and all would have spoken to you. Analytics, I told, learning management system. Communication focus is extremely, extremely important. As a central bank, because often when we represent in other external institution, because communication is not just about, because when you come to development center, you would realize, how do you frame your communication? How do you build on others' ideas and then put across your idea? These all things of matter, because everyone know sound idea doesn't mean it will be accepted in a group. How do you put it is what matters. So that's where communication comes in. Otherwise, conversations are going to be difficult across the layer. You cannot convince if you come from a position of authority or... So how do you engage in right communication? There is something that you need to reflect and think. That need to be English language is... There is a communication matrix which says 6% is what your language matters. What matters is your body language and tonality, which is 93% in effective communication. Framing also matters. How do you frame? How do you build others' ideas rather than, dismissive of other points? All right, I think there's one last thing. We also have something called as mid-career training program, mandatory training program. From C to D, you will have to go through it. It's kind of compulsory training program. Okay, it's a 3-week kind of program, soft skill and other skill as well, the functional skill. And that input is used for promotion, because that's where there is a shift happening from middle level officer to senior officer as a grade D, DGM and GM. And we also have one at the senior level, E to F level. That's again part of the training and development. We also have for grade Fs like the Golden Jubilee. As CGMs also, we have a program called Leadership and Executive Education Program. We send them to Wharton or Columbia for a 6-week minimum executive program on leadership program. So investment in training, capacity building is enormous. Only thing you need to identify and use it. Okay, I'm going to stop here broadly. Just touched upon training opportunity and career and development also. I can tell you anything you are interested in, you can shape your career. Simple. That's what I would want to tell you. I know it's a big class. How much you are listened, I'm not sure. And if you have any questions, feel free, or otherwise I'm done. Thank you so much. Yeah. Want to take a mic or? Yes.
Hello, sir. This is Ashay from Central Office. So, with respect to the kind of number of courses we can do, so incentive courses that we can do in a year, is there any limit? Like, so you mentioned there's a limit for like from Warwick, you can just do one module. Is there any limit on other incentive courses that we can do in a year, or any kind of limit imposed on that?
So under incentive scheme, there is a limit. It's like a bursary of 2 lakhs is given to you. You do 5 courses in 2 lakhs, you do it. Or why I said Warwick one, because Warwick, the per module cost is some used to be 4,000 pounds. So we have negotiated a price for 1,800, 1,900 pounds. So it was just meeting that 2 lakh requirement. That time we didn't have restriction. So as many you can do in a year. But now with restriction, then if you have taken a Warwick course, in a year you can finish one module. It like one module is bank and macroeconomics is a module, monetary policy is a module, financial regulation is a module. So that one you can do. Now that's about incentive scheme where there is a limit, cap is there. And yearly you can, next year you can do it. Or if you intend to do many courses, several courses, like for example, FRM you do, I'm not sure, some 80,000 could be there. You still have 1,20,000 to do some other course, other certification that you can do. So 2 lakh is a limit in incentive. Otherwise, training is unlimited in the sense, college training you are attending, online or physical training, or you want to do a course in IIM, which your office has to approve it and get, there is no limit. A training program that you're attending, there is no limit. Under incentive scheme only limit is there. And of course, in study leave and golden jubilee and all, earlier we can do study leave separately, golden jubilee, but now I think they are going to, if you have taken golden jubilee, then you are not eligible for study leave. If you have done study leave, you're not eligible for golden jubilee. Something that you figure it out as you come. But still it's good enough for you to update yourself.
And so are there opportunities for, let's say, pursuing PhD abroad? I mean, do we get study leaves for that?
So for PhD, it was there till this year. Golden Jubilee, you can do PhD also. It was very, 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 I would say liberal. It's so liberal that people are uncomfortable. In the sense, 5 years you can go, do a PhD. You get 5 years full salary also. It was very liberal. And there the problem was international PhD sometimes get extended to 6-7 years. So it was a painful process there applying, but we don't want them to come without finishing also. And there are people who stayed back there, so many issues. Now PhD is removed from Golden Jubilee. It's still in study leave you can go, where first year you get full salary, second year 2/3 salary for the rest of the year. That is also in for a change, but I am not sure. But study leave you can go as of now for do a PhD.
But there's a limit on study leaves that we can take, right?
Sorry, say it again.
So there is a limit on study leaves that we can take.
Yeah, once you can use it.
Okay.
Once you can use it. We also have something called as experience in NGOs and all, but currently don't take it as there because it's undergoing a revision. I don't know in what shape it is going to come back. But steadily would be there, would remain, Golden Jubilee would remain. How much they're going to support PhD, I'm not sure. Part-time it supports, part-time PhD is allowed. Like, if you join IIT or even IIMs have the remote classrooms now. So those PhD you can do it. Regular PhD could be a challenge because long time sending people away, bank already, I mean, because of shortage only we are recruiting bigger batches.
Morning, sir. My name is Rahul Shakya. I'm currently posted in Department of Regulation.
Sorry, say it again, which department?
The Department of Regulation, sir.
Regulation, yeah.
Yes. So my question is, for the dealer's exam, the maximum age cap is 35 years. And most of us are already like more than 30 years. And every time the average age of the batch is also increasing. And most of us are experienced in, have a prior experience in banking. So can we see in future that maximum age gap being waived off? So that
Mhm.
if we are interested in, we can apply.
It can be looked at because batch profile is changing and then more experienced people are coming. It can be looked at. I'm sure in some suggestion, I'll take note when training division is revising the scheme. At the end of the day, we want very good people who have the right background to get trained to that role. We can do that. We'll look at it. Yeah.
The average batch age is 27 point something, around 28, average.
So
Yeah.
good morning. My name is Venkatesh from Fintech Civo.
Yeah.
Sir, can you please throw some light on Golden Jubilee Scholarship Program? Like, what is the minimum eligibility and how many seats are there? And what is the procedure that we need to do? Like, whatever information that we can get in the public platform.
See,
Short
very
listing
brief,
procedure.
you will, if you go through the scheme, it will give you very full clarity. To be brief, if I remember, 5 years minimum service is required, right? You can do a master's, you can go and study generally up to a year, but funding is provided up to 1 year only. Beyond that, you will have to manage your own. Funding currently is around $70,000 up to that tuition fee is covered, and $35,000 will be your living expense provided for. Cap is there. And you don't need admission before applying. Once the selection is done, you can find you can take admission. But before, if you could take admission, that would be a plus. In terms of number of seats, currently it's 4 for B and C, grade B and grade C, another 4 for senior officers, D and E. Now, this is going to increase. In the current year, during the lockdown, pandemic time, we did not select anybody. Therefore, 6 we are taking last year and this year probably. Going forward, normal course only, we are trying to increase. That's what I heard. The revision is happening where they want to increase the funding support as well as number of seats. So for B and C, if you look at manager and AGM category, you'll have 4 or maybe 5 or 6.
So anyone can apply, or is there particular courses that we need to do before application?
Recommendation is top 100 universities kind. Well, the other thing is courses should be relevant to RBI's functioning. Okay. So you can't go and do some science master's program in biotechnology or something. You cannot do that.
So do we need any certification courses also before application for getting shortlisted?
No. I mean, sorry, say it again. For getting Golden Jubilee certification courses required, you're saying? Why don't you give the mic to your friend? Yeah.
So do we need any certifications to get qualified like a FRM or CFA?
See, interview board can use anything. Whatever that supports your candidature to get a Golden Jubilee, they will see how promising, academically oriented. They may look at, say, FRM could be helping that way, but not a necessary condition. If you are doing some FRM, they will see that, okay, this person seems to be academically inclined. You will use this Golden Jubilee well. Because there is a huge investment every Golden Jubilee scholar, the bank is making. And that's going to keep you well in your career also.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, yeah. Close your right. Sir.
Yeah.
So RBI has tied up with IGADR and IIT Bombay for PhDs. So can you elaborate on the course structure? Can we do it full time or part time? And also, can we do it during the probation period?
See, you want to do PhD. First thing is permission, NOC. NOC is available immediately, right? What do we see for NOC? It shouldn't come in the way of your working. It should not disturb, right? First. Second, you want to apply under certain scheme where you want leave or a financial support, then are you eligible in that scheme? So in that case, if it is coming under study leave, because IIT PhD, we know we have a separate scheme where for coursework 1 year or something, you are given on duty leave. Okay, so people go attend the coursework, come back, then they are into research. Now for publishing, thesis writing, there is another leave given. Okay, so that's the study leave. So that is under study leave. Now then the question comes, are you eligible for study leave? So study leave requirement is 5 years you should have completed. So aapko for as a grade B and probation, definitely not. What in while in probation, what you can use for studying is incentive scheme. Incentive scheme, day one you join the bank also, you are eligible. Like Warwick, you saw that's interesting, you want to do it. Register. But your claim is eligible only after you became the 2-year completion of probation. Money will come, but it will come after 2 years, the moment you can apply.
Excuse me, sir. So just wanted to ask, is postdoc also covered under the Golden Jubilee scheme?
Coursework?
Postdoc.
Okay, postdoc, yes.
And
yes.
if so, for how many years?
So 1 year. So I have known my colleagues who went for Golden Jubilee, went for postdoc. So you don't have to, so essentially what it means is you don't, whatever you do under Golden Jubilee don't have to result in a degree or diploma. So you say that if you have done PhD already or even master's, you got some research opportunity in a school, you can go for a year, do research there. That will also be funded, whatever cost. Often you have to pay for the office room they provide. Top schools charge you for the $1,000 per month or something. You can go do research for 1 year, but it should lead to some concrete publishing or something. At the end of the year, you should show some output. How effectively we have utilized this 1 year time of Golden Jubilee. Many of the DEPER researchers who have done already PhD who have gone, they gone to MIT, Harvard, did their postdoc.
Sir,
Yeah.
myself, sir, Keshav Karnani from DOS, CO Mumbai. So as you wonderfully said, sir, about the beautiful bonding and camaraderie amongst the batchmates, which will help us throughout our career. Sir, on that ground, sir, truly this has been a really wonderful batch of all the departments. The different departments are over here, sir. Sir, just a slight request from the DOS and DOR people. Can we be allowed to be a part of the phase 2 of the induction training so that we also get the opportunity to meet the batchmates from other departments? Today is the final day, sir. So if we can be allowed to go for the phase 2 of the induction training along with the other departments, it would be great, sir. At RBSC. Yeah.
Let Nagesh Rao first answer.
Sir, this he has raised to CJMIC
Yes, sir.
himself. He has spoken to.
Okay.
Let us not reiterate it again. That's not appropriate.
Hello, sir. This is Sumit from Central Office DOS. So you said that we can shape our career in the bank in any area of our interest. I have no prior banking experience, and suppose I'm posted in a niche department for longer duration. So I need your guidance on how to explore my area of interest if I'm posted in a niche department for longer duration.
So for example, you don't have background in finance. Currently you are in DOS, right? DOS is a wonderful opportunity to develop. See today, how much we currently, the time we join, the most sought after department and many won't get is DOS. Then we call DBS. Because the bank, that's the foundation of bank. Bank supervisor, central bank is synonymous to bank supervisors and so on. We may have other function, development function, currency function, something and all. But some point in time, working in supervision is important. Within that, if you could specialize, okay, maybe MSME, how lending is happening, how different multiple institutions are. I'm just saying one example. What could be inquisitive to you as a supervisor when you're going and checking certain accounts? How MSME is a critical backbone for national economy. Banks are lending, NBFCs are lending, cooperative banks are lending. Now that you have an integrated department, I'm not saying you will have the freedom to do that, but ideally, if the department allows you to specialize, to experience, take one sector, how lending happens to sector, who has that core competency to lend well. Is NBFCs have that natural strength in effectively lending to that sector, win-win kind, borrowers getting low-cost loan and banks, NBFC benefiting because of the reach, or urban cooperative banks are good at, or commercial banks are good at, how fintech lenders could do better job there. Fintech lending itself, you may be in DOS, but you are there on the field to know how borrowers are getting loan. Who are the players? Who have natural strength? Can you collaboratively gain expertise? That may not be your domain, go to fintech. What other different institutions exist? So that's what is expertise is. Or treasury inspection is an expertise. Credit portfolio checking is an expertise. How will down 7 years, people should ask, "Arey, this credit area, there are 5 people who are good at it. Let me call that person. One person who is extremely good at it." I'm telling you, in every department we work, today I can proudly say, people look up to me. Somewhere it will be ringing. Anything related to people skill, support to somebody, coaching, or people might remember my name. Because over a period, concertedly helping others develop. What kind of challenges they have, how they can face challenges. So that's what your specialization is. You might be in supervision, you might be in issue. Sometimes when you have to write a manual, they'll say, this issue is an authority. Banking, this person is authority. Not that you are competitively developing, you can collaboratively work, but develop your specialization. Every department will provide opportunity. There could be challenges. Maybe there could be stumbling blocks from your system reporting of it. Why are you interested in knowing something which is not your day-to-day work? You will have to face all those things, but you can maneuver. That's where you take the help of some kind of all this mentors and all who could kind of guide you, maybe help with talking to the reporting officer also. He is interested in it. He can, again, everything is framing, everything is communication. How you can influence your idea to your boss saying that my learning that particular, I am working in urban bank supervision, but I think I wanted to know how different NBFCs are doing it in a different way. What is their strength? Just to, you can frame it to your boss in such a way that, sir, can I spend a week there, work with them and see how they are doing it? That would help us to understand more what corporate bank is not doing, how that we can bring in part of the report. Somewhere you need to say what is in it for your boss by doing something that you are interested in doing. That's an art. That if you master it, you'll have that bandwidth to specialize, work in different areas also. And at the same time, we are also sensitizing the senior level people what the millennials need in terms of multiple interest, specialization, and how they have to work. Right? Specialization is the key, and you can specialize. You will find areas to specialize. Only thing, that passion and drive has to be there. Don't do it as a job. It's not an end job, like, become a manager. Promotion is not a typical government kind every 5 years, 6 years. It is really, I'm not saying purely meritocracy in thing, but if you can be reasonably sure if you're putting efforts, you're diligent in doing your work, you will rise in your career. And dearth of good specialized people. So if you have specialization, you will be the most wanted person in this. I can guarantee you. Also, maybe if you don't have time, one lasting thought is that also see when you expect so much from the bank, also see what is that you initially just lie low, observe. Don't go into preaching mode because many of you have some experience. This is not done this way in the organization I work. Fine, that is fine. Maybe 6 months, just observe why we are doing what we are doing, however inefficient it is. Get into improvement mode only after some time, having done what currently is being done, slowly bring in your, because we understand you come with an interest of improving the system. Slowly you should say like, can we do this way? Would it be more efficient? Not day one start suggesting, dismissive of what is existing. Whatever name you are establishing in the 5 years, I am telling you that another 30 years it will be talked about. However good you are in 10th, 15th year or 20th year, The first impression is what going to make. Are you a positive person? Or you someone bosses can depend on you? Or you someone who is proactive, taking initiative? Fun apart, just focus on that. Show your passion, show your commitment if you're interested career in the bank. And understand why we are doing our inefficient and slowly bring in your input. You, for all means, by all means, you have to say how differently it could be done. You bring that expertise, but start suggesting after some time. And understand the culture, people, respect and all. Certain things might look not so, nonsense for you because in other organization we have dealt in a way. Here still it's an hierarchical organization. People expect certain decorum, certain respect also. So align to what the culture is. Okay, will have time to slowly improve, change the culture as you grow higher in the organization, but just be sensitive to the people around, the hierarchy, the bosses and everything. That's what I would say. Yeah.
Good morning, sir. Sir, this is Chandresh Pandey, Department Issue, Lucknow RO. So I had a question that you mentioned already about masters in central banking that we can pursue. But other than that, what are the other options that we can pursue during our probation period? Online courses, master's degree that we can go for, because we have very few options during our probation period. So,
see, we have, if you go to the, that's what I'm saying. Often we don't know where that that knowledge or that information exists. We go to incentive scheme, circular, which has a whole list. You HTech course with great learning, with I forget talent sprint. Up to we have negotiated price within the bank's limit. N number of courses are there. Even you can do something on design thinking from Stanford Design School. They have a university as a design thinking course through great learning through. That is also covered in that. Those professors live classes as well as online, but purely online. You have to go and see the incentive scheme, or if it's, I am sure the master circular will have, because in between, if you issue any new courses, at the end of the year, when April 1 comes, the master circular will have integrated all the new courses also. So you have to check the latest master circular, it will give you. Otherwise, just send a mail to training division or reach out to somebody, you'll be able to get it. A lot of courses are there. Yeah. You can. So if you find some other course which is good, okay, certified fraud, that also we've included now. At some point it was not there, fraud examiner or something. Or Cambridge courses, some courses are there. What you have to do is that you cannot, if it's not listed, you cannot register. You should send to training division through your office or department to HRMD training division, central office, saying that I'm interested in this course. This course is going to be helpful for my work this way. I may be allowed to pursue an incentive scheme. They would do that.
Good morning, sir. I'm Rajni Daya from Depot CO. So, sir,
Sorry.
the first question is regarding e-Pathshala platform that you mentioned. So you said we have a tie-up with Coursera and other platforms within e-Pathshala.
Yeah.
You would have it. So will those courses be available free of cost, or will those be under 2 lakh?
So what we are envisaging is we would have a membership. They have a membership pattern $150 per user. So in all the courses you can do it. 150 or 250, 6 months 150, and I think $250. Now we may take some 100,000 licenses or something, and we may assign to you. So if you have that, you can do all courses. That's one option we are looking. The other option we are looking is we pay total 1 lakh, I think $30,000 we pay advance. And within that, we will, however many people want to use the course, we'll give you some kind of a coupon kind. Okay, you do everything, it'll be free to you. That's what I'm saying. For the officer, it will be free. Either a full license where any course you can do, but the common experience is people don't do more than 2 or 3 courses, despite having the full license. So we are thinking we can assign some $500 for which 2 courses can be done. But if people are interested to do more, you will be welcome, and it will be available free of cost.
And sir, are we also planning to have a learning track specific to the department that we are posted in? Like we are currently in research department. So only providing us a track of the courses which are specific to
Yes.
our department?
Yes, there will be suggestive courses, okay? Preferred domain and what all courses would be of interest. We make bucketing of courses would also be done. That would be there to give some focus rather than seeing that there are 3,000 courses, what to do. So relevant courses would be there. From there, somewhere it will be mandatory also. You want to do more, if you have that full license, you can do it. But at least 2 courses should be done here because now it's going to become mandatory. In a year, you have to do 2 e-learning courses. Then it will be customized to the officers' domain of expertise or where they are working. Or aspirationally, if they want to specialize in an area, those can also be added. It's still a policy need to be worked out. I think that's the next phase. The first phase don't have it. Next phase we are looking at.
And also sending out mails regarding the specific important courses for our particular department. If we could get mail.
Yes, through mail, like, yeah, intimation about courses offered.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. Myself Vishal from DOS Ahmedabad. So my question is to add to my friend's question, like many of us who are posted to DOS don't have the prior experience of finance or banking. So we had the scheme called commercial bank training. That has been discontinued with. So my question is like, can we again have that scheme which will be useful for us? And like I am posted to UCB, I'm a staff candidate. I was a grade A in Ahmedabad office for 1.5 years. So prior to that, I had never been to an UCB. I don't know what UCB is. I don't have an account in UCB.
Yeah.
So can we have some kind of training, like we are posted to supervise entities for 6 months,
Yes,
and
yes.
then we can build on it.
Yeah.
We know their functioning and everything.
Got
and
your
then we
point.
can supervise.
Yes. So just to clarify, commercial bank training is not stopped. We may restart. Why we stopped then was, again, staff shortage is an issue. Commercial bank training is not for people who are posted in DOS. It's a preparatory kind of training. You would go to commercial bank training when you come back after 9 months or something, the training, then you are posted to DOS. Now, if you're already there, you need to fast track your learning. What can happen through COS and all, they should have that hands-on building, that the induction should be stronger. Before someone is sent to inspection, the skill building has to be clear. Even we were envisaging a mock inspection type, like, someone as a simulation if you go into a bank, typical maybe CBS system of bank, we will keep what question to ask, what to check data, what data to ask and everything. So we will improve that induction to a role. We are going to strengthen it. Then that will solve the problem. Commercial bank training will start, but that won't be for existing employees of DOS and DOS. Or we may change it. Till now, it has been external people to come in. You are there, you can always learn hands-on, or before you go for inspection, the COS can arrange for some kind of a structured training.
Good morning, sir. I'm Prashant Aki from Core Banking Operations Team, DIT. So I have specific questions, sir. The first being, let's say one of us has already masters, or 1 or 2 masters already, and is now applying for a Golden Jubilee again for a masters. So will that impede the chances of being selected?
There are PhD who have completed PhD, they were also selected. It's about your intent, why you want to pursue masters, pursue Golden Jubilee, because Golden Jubilee currently PhD is gone, therefore masters or postdoc would remain, right? How that master is fitting into your career profile and how it will be useful to the bank. Having masters already will never be a disqualification. I had my management qualification, IRMA, rural management, and then I went for public policy. So public policy is an alignment, which I said that I'm working in public institution. So policy analysis is a critical part of our work. So that is not going to come in the way.
Yes, sir. So the next question, sir, is about first about the College of Agriculture Banking, Pune. So maybe I think we heard less about it in the entire induction program. So that's my personal area of interest. So what could be the chances of we going for any training there or the chances of it calling for training sessions? And can you throw some light on it?
See, the training they do is for commercial banks. It's training in external training institute, commercial bankers and agri-finance, cybersecurity for commercial bankers, leadership soft skill training for commercial bankers, and predominantly for cooperative banks they do it, plus agri-finance group of commercial banks. RBI focus, DOS send people there because of their specialization in cooperative banking.
So
Yeah. One last question. I'm sure they are short of time, right? Time is one last question. Please feel free to write. I would be happy to respond, maybe send a message and then call up also. Yeah, please.
good morning, sir. This is Yash Goel from Dorsio. So can you please share some light on what proportion of officers in the bank have pursued or are pursuing CFA and FRM courses? And at what level of compulsion have we reached? For say, if I pursue CFA or FRM, would that make me 2 steps ahead of my peers, or not doing it automatically pushes me back? Like, is everyone having it, so I should do it, or still I can do it because of upskilling or knowledge enhancement?
See, not okay. Certain numbers which I have, I can say not doing is not going to push you back. Doing is not, intent cannot be like, I'm staying ahead, but I understand the positive way. Can that be a differentiator to, to be the cream or something to perform? Possibly, yes. Right? It would indirectly help you in doing your job better. Okay, when you do CFA. In terms of number of people pursuing might be small. And one cautioning I wanted to do is that many people don't complete it. Some of the analysis we did in training, up to 70% people are not able to complete it. If you don't have the commitment, please don't take it. CFA, I'm sure who have done it would have realized the rigor. The more you go to second or third level, it's going to be dropouts are many. FRM still people complete it. There are also 50% dropout, or people don't take it or fail. All those things are there. But numbers are not many in terms of doing it. And primarily DOS, DOR and markets people do it. And youngsters with a lot of passion who have already from IIMs and all the further, I've seen them doing a good number of them. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. It was very good interacting with all of you.
Friends, today, this particular session we had planned twice, and he had to excuse himself both the times due to the kind of schedules he was having. And even today, he has traveled here to New Delhi from RBSC Chennai after having a session and taking a late flight. So he has taken such an interest to come and interact with you. So just as a token of appreciation, I request Madam Anudeep to present a small gift to Mukundan sir from all of us. Now I request Mahesh to propose word of thanks to sir.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, all. My name is Mahesh. I am posted at FIDD Central Office. GM Mukundan sir has wonderfully explained the learning and development areas and other various opportunities available in bank for career progression. Friends, if you all can recollect, RD New Delhi in his inaugural address had mentioned about mentoring policy and urged all of us to get enrolled under that policy. GM sir also spoke about mentoring scheme. I would like to share that when I joined bank as assistant in 2019, I was attached as a mentee to sir. I'm personally benefited a lot from his expertise and experiences. Interaction with sir have helped me while facing RBI Services Board interview board twice. Sir, I am here on behalf of 242 participants and Reserve Bank Staff College to express our sincere gratitude for taking out time from your busy schedule and guiding us. Thank you, sir.
Now we'll break for two. Wait, so what we'll do is quickly, we'll take a feedback. This is the residual feedback of yesterday, day-wise feedback, and there's one very, very important feedback is a program level feedback, right? So this program level feedback is both on academic and non-academic aspects. So this we'll be taking it now because it is a very, very important feedback to understand what went right, what went wrong and all. Just be careful in putting the remarks in that. It should just think twice and then, put the remarks in that because these things are, considered very seriously. And whatever remarks are there, it has to be very, very responsible. So just take care of that. Thank you. First we'll do the program level feedback. See, you can, while giving your feedback, very much you can give negative feedback. There's no one stopping you. But normally what we find is people who feel positive about anything, about the program or thing, they hold back. They come and personally thank. But in the feedback, they don't put it. So if you are feeling anything positive, that also you can write. Negative also you can write. Okay. So it's generally that trend we see many times. So both the things are there. Be careful. Yeah. Wait for some. सेंचुरी हो गया 100, स्टिल 140. Wait for some more time. One more feedback. Everyone, please complete this feedback and remain seated. There's one more small feedback form, the day-wise feedback of yesterday's sessions. So we'll share once we have the feedback, this program level feedback for everyone, then we'll share. Still 100 more remaining now. Please wait for some time, 5 minutes only. Dushan? 60 more remaining. Forty remaining.
Always there's a program next week. Which one? Fixed asset accounting. After we are finalizing. Yes, friends, make it fast.
Just 30 remaining. People, please complete it now. Another 15 remaining. Dushyant, 15, no? just 10 more quickly, quickly, everyone. कौन? Okay, now we have shared the session-wise feedback for yesterday and today morning. So please share the session-wise feedback quickly, and then you can, once we have the numbers, the full numbers, then we'll break for tea. No, Bhushan. $50 more remaining.
Yes, friends, quickly, 30 odd more. I know we are delaying your tea break, but it's required. We are also not having it. Don't worry. कैसे बैठता है? After the tea break, we will start with the valediction by Principal Sir. And to our delight, Mukundan Sir will also be joining. So you can ask questions and they will be there till lunchtime with us. You can interact with them any point of time.
If we can keep the tea break little short today, so that we can wind up on time and we, because some people might have to go.
Yeah. Now we can have the tea break, but quickly come back, maybe say 15-20 minutes, then we can start the last session of the day. Thank you. We still have time for that. Quickly. Somebody can please close the doors at the back end. Okay, please stay silent. I'm going to get the principal, sir.
Please, please.
Friends, welcome back after the tea break. So today we have, on the last day of this program, we have with us Principal Sir Shri K. Babuji, as well as from HRMD CEO Mugundan Sir has also joined. Sir, this program we have started on February 6th, and we are concluding today after 4 weeks. And these 4 weeks, it included a bit of organizational areas and then a lot of foundational. And we also conducted an ice-breaking session for them from IMA, New Delhi. Similarly, we took them for an outing to Agra on a historical visit, Agra Fort and Taj Mahal. And we have also conducted 2 assessments for them over the program's duration. And apart from that, they have also participated in a lot of sports activities on their own because the college was providing good amount of facilities, though it's not formal. And we have received a lot of feedback, which we will be sharing with you. And on today, on the last day of the program,
Possible notepad.
I want you to address them, sir, on their journey, beginning from now onwards, when they go back to their departments and their offices, how they should be handling their journey, which is long and enduring, as you all know. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Nagendra. At the outset, I thank all of you for giving me an excellent visual treat yesterday. And some of the performances were amazing, really amazing. I don't want to say everybody, I mean, I don't want to kind of single out a few people who have done extraordinary job, but I would like to tell two people. Imran. Arey, he lived like a transgender in a matter of 10 minutes, man. Amazing performance, brilliant performance, and really thankful to you. And it was a great thing to understand. Okay, just to digress. Okay, what is it you learned from his his model or whatever? There is a big learning there. What is it? Acceptance and having pluralistic thoughts. This acceptance is extremely important. I'll just come back to you later. Keep this in your mind. And the girl who danced for like Umrao Jan kind of a thing, no? Where is that girl? Where is she? Very great. And the team of 12-15 people from Maharashtra. And of course, 4 from South India. And the person who completely dominated the stage by his excellent dance. And the other fellow who sang a lot of shairis, we call it, no? Till the last group, puny little boy. Where is he? Gaurav lastly is before that, no? Where is he? Yeah. And that dominating girl who sang about several songs, no? I think she also danced. She's a Bengali, I suppose. Is she? Yeah. I'm really, flow, lovely, excellent. Okay, that's a part of it. Thank you again. Henry Ford wisely said, coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is progress, and working together is success. As you all look back over the last 4 weeks, there would have been a beginning, and hopefully there was some progress in learning, however little, heavy and esoteric it may be. But I'm very sure the bonding all of you developed during this 4 week is great foundation to develop later. Extremely proud of my entire team of faculty members, Nagesh, Sirin, Supriya, Dushyant, Narendra, and my colleague Mugundan from HRMD, our ED sir, Subrata Das, Vandana, Giri, and New Delhi Regional Office. It is not easy to deliver this kind of a thing. But for the meticulous, systematic, and logical thought-through process and planning has really helped the successful implementation of this particular induction batch. Above all, I thank each and every one of you because you stood up to the name of Reserve Bank. I never got any complaint whatsoever. Such a disciplined display of demeanor. Very happy about it and thankful. And of course, committee team consisting of PC Madam, Shuklaji, Mr. Singh, for having supported. Okay. Now that in terms of academic inputs, I have put in 35 years of service in the bank. And I don't know how many faculty members or how many from Reserve Bank would have the unique experience of having joined staff college as an induction trainee, was a faculty member for 6 years, and then the circle ended with the principal, which I am holding the position now, and next year I am retiring. Perhaps I may be the only principal in the history of RBI to have conducted 1,500 DRs. And I am extremely thankful to HRMD for having reposed faith in us and giving us the mandate. And my faculty members are phenomenal. Every day I get a call from some external institution or the other, asking my faculty members support to go and deliver lectures. And Mukundan, he has great analytical abilities, and I was just talking with him. He just rolled out data by data by data, which is very essential for mind mining, not data mining. Of course, data mining is a part of mind mining. And this kind of approach to anything, all of you should inculcate. Okay. I don't expect all of you to know everything. Let me be very frank. In 4 weeks, impossible. Even in 1 year, it is impossible. It's just a foundation to you. Remember that. Coming to expectations in official life. Now that you've all gone through induction basics, you go to respective regional offices or central office departments. The expectations has got 4 dimensions. Number 1, your expectation from your junior colleagues. You should, each and every role will be different. If you are a guide or a boss of junior colleagues, you will have to take the team along. There may be some weaknesses in some people, strength in some people. I suggest you please downplay the weakness, look at the strength in each and every one, and appropriately give them the job. This is one dimension. Second dimension is junior colleagues expecting from you. Tell them what you really want. This is what I want, especially assistants and senior assistants. They have joined NMSA in a big number. Kindly engage them properly. Because many of them, like you, have had banking experience or IT experience and come with a lot of expectations. It is your duty, and it may be a challenge sometimes for all of you to engage them. Third dimension is senior officials' expectations from you. You are all very mature people, and we have a lot of expectations from all of you because you are all going to be the leaders in the years to come. One small thing I want to tell as a matter of caution. The average age of cadet recruit officers has slowly gone up. I think your batch average age is 29, if I'm right. What does it say? 1,000 people in the same age category or the group, having joined the direct recruit B-grade officers, you may have your own expectations in the career progression. I am telling you, sometimes at some point of time, all of you will get a little bit dejected. Because the organization is like a pyramid. As you go higher and higher, I don't know how many will be able to pass through in the first stage itself to the next level. So what should be the differentiator? A very thin line. Very, very, very thin line. So when you work in your desk, give your complete commitment to the work. Okay. So give complete commitment, accept things as it comes, and leave it. More often than not, what will happen is you go for some training and you find that the content or the program may not be suitable for you, in the present position. But it's a long-term marathon. Don't close your eyes and say, I am not going to follow it now. Have a fire in the belly. Because as I said a few seconds ago, the differentiator will be very less. Okay. Your expectation from seniors is the last fourth dimension. Many of our people have or directed with officers like you. So we understand each and everyone's issues, problems, weaknesses, and strengths and things like that. You should gain confidence and trust from your seniors. And I am very sure the kind of support you will get will be tremendous. Okay. Coming to soft skills. Actually, the name soft skills is getting metamorphosized into power skills. Power skills, which are all communication, critical thinking, problem solving, leadership, blah, 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 blah. Now, there is a very, see, nowadays knowledge gathering is not an issue at all. When I was appearing for a grade B 1990, there were no IT, there were no online, there were no YouTubes, nothing. So the person who had information in the form of newspaper clippings and things like that was able to score better. But nowadays, I think knowledge is extremely freely available everywhere. You do the Google search, you get everything and anything. But what will be differentiating is the know-how. Knowledge and know-how will go together. The difference between knowledge and know-how is knowledge is theoretical, whereas know-how is on the job. Skill set. Keep it in mind. Some of the challenges you will face in the official setup is develop conceptual clarity. It is very, very, very difficult to understand immediately. And don't be overawed or intimidated by jargons. Anybody from mathematics background? Or anybody who knows little about derivatives? Many of you. Can anyone tell what is Black-Scholes model of option pricing? It's very intimidating, the formula. S1, ND1, square root, nothing. All financial mathematics boils down only to simple interest and compound interest. That's all. How do you understand the premium? It is nothing but difference between spot rate and forward rate adjusted for probability. That's all in Black-Scholes model of option pricing. Very, 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 very easy. So don't get overawed or intimidated by jargons. First principle is develop conceptual clarity everywhere and anywhere, and then building a superstructure is very easy. Number two, many of you would have come from banking background, commercial banking background, or IT. You have to unlearn a few things and learn a new thing. There is a huge difference between central banking and commercial banking. The balance sheet of a central bank totally differs from a balance sheet of a bank, an NBFC. And the decision-making process in a central bank will definitely be different. We have a thought-through process. Some people criticize that central bank is very slow in reaction. We don't react, we respond. There's a huge difference between reaction and response. We think through everything, and you are all a part of that particular process because we are answerable to the common public. And the moment you say Reserve Bank has told, that's it. So we need to be careful about what we are doing and without any assumptions in the background. Millennials and Gen E or Zeni E. I asked my son, he's in Amazon Seattle. I asked him, Ariyar, I'm going to meet your kind of people. I told him, what should I say to them? He said, you first don't give advice. And he said, you please go and see Love Today. But as a senior person, I am a father for all. All of you are my children to big somehow. So some kind of wisdom, you please take it from you, from us. Taking responsibility for whatever you're doing. And very challenging will be the security aspects and cyber security. The moment we say cyber security, distributed ledger technology, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, again, don't be overawed. Understand the basics. The greatest challenge in terms of IT is going to be the black box. Gone are the days when we used to do the balancing in DAD, PAD, and one person would have an experience of spotting the difference in no time. But nowadays, we don't have that luxury. Everything is in the black box. Difficult and major challenge all of you face in the desk itself is that some department may have good manuals and all, but you are pushed to the river and you have to swim there. What will you do in that case? Approach seniors and ask them. Don't see, when you want to learn, no, you have to shed your ego. Otherwise, you will not learn. I was a chief dealer. I used to manage exchange rate. I used to manage reserves to the tune of 600 billion and all. To tell the truth, I went to one of the banks on a Saturday afternoon, sat with them, shed my ego, sat with them and understood the nitty-gritty of calculating forward premium in the foreign exchange market and things like that. So learn from everywhere and anywhere and know something of everything and everything of something. Right? Okay. Then hard work is the most fundamental discipline adventure. It may also require an unbearable price. Both are intrinsically associated and difficulty is intrinsically built into hard work. But the moment you do the hard work and practice, you know the story of Bruce Lee? He famously quoted, somebody asked him, whom are you afraid of? Bruce Lee said, I am not afraid of a person who has conquered 10,000 hits one time. But I am really bothered about somebody who has practiced 10,000 times one hit. You know the difference? Practice. Coming to learning. Great leaders are insane great readers. Till the time poison was given to Socrates, he was reading Greek poems. Till Bhagat Singh was hanged, he read. Dr. Ambedkar wanted reading library very close to his bed. Annadurai, I don't know how many know, he was a great leader and politician from Tamil Nadu. He postponed his surgical procedure till he completed reading a book. Jawaharlal Nehru had the habit of reading whenever he was traveling. Former President Dr. Radhakrishnan completely forgot to sleep because he was reading something. Dr. Kalam, I don't have to tell anything about him. He comes from a humble background and we know about him. So what it conveys to you is that to learn this learning habit from each and every one. And we're all getting paid for learning, which is very unique. And I don't know how many central banks in the world do that. What is, as did I tell you something that the ratio of number of years to mouth? What is the ratio? 2:1, no? What does it say? Listen more, talk less. Keep it simple. How will you make simple things complicated? I'll give you an example. Somebody said, how would you write, I changed a light bulb in a resume? That person said, single-handedly managed the successful upgrade and deployment of a new environmental illumination equipment with no cost overruns and zero safety incidents. Fixing a bulb. Keep things simple. Don't complicate things. Personal setup. There are 4 important things which I will tell. Holistic development by building mental, physical, and financial muscle. Number 2, comfort. Number 3, relationships. Number 4, lifestyle. Building physical strength, unless you are fit, you cannot, after some time, you will get burnt out. People in Bombay, they get exercises as a matter of routine. You go into I was in Goregaon initially, you just have to stand outside the train, be it electric train or whatever, they'll push you inside. And you don't have bloody any, maneuvering, kuch nahi milta hai. Somebody will breathe on you, somebody will stamp on you. And you'll have to wriggle yourself like this, like this, like this. 3 people will be standing in front of you. You may have to walk a lot. So the fitness comes automatically. But when you are in regional office, my son, he used to literally live in a bed. Either Zomato ka pizza, either some PC or laptop. Ananta Sayanam pose. You know what is Ananta Sayanam pose? You become lazy. Fine. But laziness is a big problem. I'll come to that comfort later. So you exercise regularly. I'm not here to tell you go for a walk and all. I think you are all not at that stage. You play. Or anything, you skip, you run. Do I think if you're in a colony, you have badminton court and all. So do some exercises and do some sports event. Okay. Building financial strength. Save. How many of you are investing or speculating in equity markets? What is the difference between investing and speculation? Yeah. You will buy Adani? No. See, market, you need to really take some risk at this stage. I'm not a great equity market specialist, or I have always lost money because my decisions used to be impulsive because I was a dealer. Split-second decisions, millions of dollars. I was trying to replicate it in equity markets, but market is supreme. Remember that. every year or every 2 years, there will be a panic selling. Buy. But the most important aspect of understanding which stock to buy is governance. Nothing else. Nothing else. L&T, Reliance, mega stocks and all, you buy in small quantities or go for SIP, but take risks. Plan your budget, take risks. At the same time, you need to save. Power of compounding. My suggestion will be, if you are okay, put 50% in APF. No need to manage at all. Automatic interest will get accrued to your account. I don't know whether they don't have it. Okay. But try to understand the power of compounding and accordingly invest somewhere. Volatility is normal. It's a new normal. Don't bother about it. And be patient. This is about financial strength. Comfort, the key word for all of us, correct? Okay. Do we had any inkling of this kind of a PowerPoint presentation or a screen, say 15 years ago? We never had it, correct? But every innovation rests on the idea that we become more comfortable. In all ways, Zomato, Swiggy's 59-inch TV. Indulgence is very good at this age, definitely, because this is the age to enjoy everything. But please try to move out of comfort zone, especially in official life. Then only you will know your potential. I was in NABARD, Ahmedabad in 1985. I was from a very small town. I was motivated by one very simple thing. Our Deputy Governor Rajeshwar sir, you know, he was a grade B direct recruit serving in Ahmedabad office. We used to meet together. One day he called me and said, "What are you doing?" I am working in NABARD as a clerk. Have you tried any written examination of office or something? Sir, no, sir, I don't know anything. He just told, "Arey, padhne ke liye shuru karo. Start reading for civil service." It took 2 years to reach a level, and then I could clear any exam. Motivation. Out of comfort zone. Then you will know the potential, and remember, I am very confident and each and every one can make a difference in work or house in your own way. Remember, you have innate, incredible strength inside each and every one of us. You can definitely make a difference in every aspect. Dhoni beautifully told, "How are you so cool?" He said, "I don't look at the goal. I look at the process." So understand the process and do some Kaizen. You know what is Kaizen? Management. Incremental improvements. Do that. Coming to relationships. Unless you have a post in your FB that I am in relationship, whatever. People will look at askance at you, know. Quite naturally at this age. 2 types of relationships, should be very careful with your parents and your partner. I am very sure you all come from very humble and excellent background. And I don't have any iota of doubt that you respect your parents. Without your parents, you are nobody. Whenever you have time, nowadays we are extremely moving toward impersonal lifestyle. The number of WhatsApp group are increasing every day.
Fine. I'll tell you some data about WhatsApp after 5 minutes. So whenever you try to visit somebody, your elders once in a way, two things which can really show that you care or give importance to other person. Two things. Photograph. If you take a snap, at least, "Hey, ले लिया, मुझे तुरंत भेजो." Everybody would like to look at ourselves in the mirror or in the photograph. Take as much snaps as possible because nowadays it's very easy. Number two, take some small gift, however small it may be, whether it is you're going to your relative place or you're going to your friend's place or whoever. That will actually tell that you are really making them feel important. Do that. But when you buy the gift, don't buy it for the sake of buying. Think a little bit. Like, for example, I visited one of my close friends who had retina detachment suddenly. First thing I asked him, who are all in your home now? Normal thing is, if somebody is old, they will take fruits and things like that. But I know the other person is very religious. So I took a photograph of one of the great sages of Kanchi. Then I took a mobile, what do you call it? Yeah? Mobile stand or something like that. And I came to know that they had a Dalmatian. I took something for him. Arey, that fellow, 5 minutes, he never left me. And the relative, that person, they were they were surprised. They said, Lulu, the dog's name was. Of course, my son has a golden retriever. Its name is Pogo. Dalmatian simply refused to leave me. It came around and around and around, licked me, and I almost spoke with them. Why? Very loyal they are. And we can learn a lot. They accept everybody and anybody. And what else? You may have image issues. You cannot reset your physical DNA. You're all good in your own way. Don't compare yourself with others. Don't do that. And it is nice to have relationships at this age, but be careful before committing. Okay. Lifestyle. You can play Dota. How many play Dota? You know what is the Dota? It's a game, video game. You can listen to Elton John. Can you feel the love tonight? You can listen to Cliff Richards. I was expecting some dance from Rasputin yesterday. You are all let me down. Or I don't know whether after I have gone, you all danced. Bonium, Rara Rasputin. Okay. You can also listen to Thriller, Michael Jackson. Bam, 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 bam. Steve Wonder, I just called to say I love you. Watch RRR. What is not? Listen to Nazar Lag Jaye from Bola. Avatar, see Avatar. Go to mall, don't buy anything. You will not do, I'm very sure, because my son is like that. Minimalism, you follow there. Buy jeans, sport bird. Change WhatsApp our profile every second. Look for likes in Facebook, but very, very careful about that. When you are expecting others to say like to you, you are dictating to them that your happiness depends upon them. Please, not that. Then you may experience crushes. Very good. I have gone through every second girl I used to fall in love. And my batch had 5 girls. Can I tell something? I had a crush for one girl. Not only during induction, but in school, several girls. Nice feeling. But as I tell something ago, please be careful before committing everything. The crushes are going to be crushes, you enjoy it, definitely. Some things will work out. I don't know whether a work in progress is happening here. Enjoy, man, but again, be careful before committing. The moment you commit, your responsibility is there for the relationship. Okay. Now I'll come to our addiction to cell phones. The average hours spent on a mobile per day for a user moved up 4.5% from 3.5 hours to 4.5 hours. We are enslaved to gadgets. There are 3 million apps of different kinds. TikTok generated over 1 billion videos every day. There are 38 million active YouTube users. Visitors spend an average of 90 minutes per hour in YouTube. YouTube is the world's second most visited website. WhatsApp was discovered in 2009, if I am right, by 2 former Yahoo employees, Brian Acton and John Kuom. By 2014, it was acquired by Facebook. You know which country uses the WhatsApp the most? India. Fine. All those things are fine. But are we isolating ourselves more and more? However much I try to ask my faculty members to take class using WebEx, that will never ever be able to give that kind of attention when you compare with in-person class. So be aware of your addiction. Mindlessly we go on looking at some message. Okay, I'll ask one question. 2 ticks come now whenever you send a WhatsApp message. Do you know that it is a trademark of a company? You may think that that is the acknowledgement from the receiver. No. That is a product. 2 ticks is a product. To that extent, digitization is happening. Okay. Power of consumerism, I don't have to tell something about it. Moment you go to Amazon, you buy something, keep it. Second time, you go and give it back. My son told this. Papa, you purchase, I'll give you my Amazon card. I said, अरे ठीक नहीं तो क्या करेंगे? अरे next day जाके वापस दे देंगे. I hope and pray that parents' relationships are not sold through Amazon. Okay. Your healthcare and wellness is very important. Okay, what is the average among all of you? Maybe at what time you sleep? Huh? It is not, I don't want to be politically correct. 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Whenever I mean, see, as a father, I can't tell you sleep early. You'll say, go to hell. But another interesting thing told by one of the college advisory committee members when we were having in Chennai, he was an IIM professor from Bangalore. You know what he said? Sir, we are tracking the productivity time, peak productivity time of youngsters. And we are planning a class which starts at 12 p.m., 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. Fine. Sleep for 8 hours minimum. That is, I mean, if you don't sleep, no, at least for me, I'll become dead. I cannot keep awake even every day. Sleep well. Keep your mind very calm. How do you keep it? No, I'll tell you one thing. Emotional diet you do. Morning you get up. What do you do? Immediately look up your mobile. Keep it for 10 minutes out. First 10 minutes, close your eyes, sit in stillness. That's all. During the day, similarly, come out of the computer, walk a little bit. Okay. Similarly, in the night, take the emotional diet of closing all the gadgets 10-15 minutes before you go to sleep. Your sleep will be very, very good. I think I have talked enough. To conclude, I welcome each and every one of you to Staff College. The moment you enter Staff College, especially people, Deputy Governor, Rajeshwar Rao sir, Ravi Shankar sir, all of us have come through Staff College. And the moment you get in back, no, you will feel the nostalgic moments. You become like college people. This also is definitely going to be etched in your memory. You can, I don't know whether Amity will allow, but maybe after 20-30 years, you can come here, go to the room where you stayed, look at it, go around the campus. Very nostalgic experience. What we used to do when we were in Staff College, I am a Tamilian and I am a local fellow. Okay. Everybody will pile on me for doing anything and everything because I am a local fellow. There used to be a chit-chat ice cream parlor opposite to Staff College. Everybody, all the batchmates, there will be 25 batchmates of mine. Only 2 rooms will be occupied. 15 people in one room. Piling one over another, talking something, this and that and all. And it so happened, there was some kind of a tussle between 2 sets, which, see, any 2% will have different opinions, understood. One of my batch, when we went to Pondicherry, as usual, like what you went to Agra, one of my batchmates came back and told the principal, sir, there is a local gunda who is trying to fix up something. You're a local fellow. And one more thing happened. Don't tell anyone. Huh? One of my batchmates, suddenly what happened during the class, no? He's retired now. Hey, Jyoti, you have got appointment letter from Bank of Baroda. You got appointment letter from Bank of India. Then they took them to a 5-star hotel. 2 girls, 4 boys. Gave a rose. Didn't work out, that's a different matter. It's a part of enjoying. No? Enjoy yourself. These experiences will be etched in your memory forever. Ephemeral. Leverage on the batchmates. The kind of bonding and trust you have with batchmates is phenomenal. Like what I and Vivek used to do. Vivek, I think he New Delhi regional office, RD. He called me one day from Kanpur. I was doing the payroll processing in Chennai. Arey yaar, mujhe stuck ho gaya hai. Kya karenge yaar? I sent the new version of the software. Finished. So whenever you have difficulty, roll or round call your batchmate. That is the strength, that is the liberating the batchmates. Do that. Lastly, may your years ahead continue to be characterized by empathy, compassion, objectivity, and the willingness to take risks. 1. 2. May you always lead by example and work hard and play straight. integrity in Reserve Bank is non-negotiable. Understand that we are a extremely credible institutions. Nobody could point the finger at RBI official during the past 75 years. That is our greatest strength. Remember that. May your successes be many, your tribulations be few and far between. You all should be ready, willing, and more than able to grasp the torch that we bestow upon you. Your future your future will dictate where RBI will go, where India will go. Thank you very, very much.
Yes, Nage. You have any questions? See, these 5-page feedback, no? Mukundan. He is my chairman. We will go through all of this, but going through each and everything is very difficult at this point of time. I'm very sure you would have given a lot of
Excellent suggestions, and we'll take on record everything. We will try to implement as many as possible. We will definitely acknowledge the contributions made by each and every one of you, because we in RBI and especially in Staff College believe that new initiatives or new ideas can come from any corner. And you are all bubbling young people. You are the leaders. Whenever you do something, think 2 years ahead of how it will shape out. Then you do the job. Thank you very much. And formally, I don't want to go through unless you have 1 or 2 questions.
Is it okay? You want to say something?
All right, so just few words from my side. We had good interaction today. Firstly, on behalf of HRMD Central Office and on my own behalf and from the bottom of my heart, I wanted to thank our principal sir, Babuji sir, and his team, Nageshwar Rao, Supriya madam, and Sirin, and the entire team for organizing this whole thing. You know, we have the habit of last minute just arrange something and say that college was, we have the comfort level in telling the college, and they also very systematically conduct the program, deliver the program. I have to thank them for this. We need to give a big hand to them first. Done program directors, as sir was saying, they never escalated any issue. They were able to manage everything. And as sir was saying, starting from delivering the session to conducting the, outdoor events and different talk, cultural event, as sir said, fantastic cultural show that you all had put up. The talents could come up. That was all because of this team, and we are very grateful to them from Central Office side. And I was truly impressed. We never had this. I've spent 23 years more in the bank. I never had the benefit of this kind of a crash course which sir took us through. It has inbuilt everything inbuilt in it. How to be successful at workplace, how to be successful in your investment. That's something very, very important. Later, 15 years, 20 years down, we realize I didn't take housing loan. I didn't invest this properly. I have not created a corpus which could be useful for my children's education. Maybe right earners, as I said, we need to make a lot of plans. It really dawns on us, most of us much late. So, and about the several, engagement that he spoke about, just be part of it, be lively to it. That's extremely important. And as I was telling, and what many of the things sir also pointed out, formative years are very, very, very important. I don't mind spending more time to talk about it. What you are, how are you going to be? Your reputation of 5 years is going to count for next 30 years. Right. Whatever you establish yourself, are you seen as someone taking initiative, taking teamwork, taking responsibility, be a positive person, You might have so many challenges in taking across your idea, but continue to be positive. Consciously put effort this 5 years that I am going to keep organization before me. What is good for the organization? I am going to put my best effort for it, right? I am going to be dependable to my bosses. I'll take all the initiative. I'm going to be fully committed. Once you establish that, not that later you can be whatever you want, but this, you have an assurance for you. And as Sir said, it's a pyramidal organization. Your knowledge only count for a part of what your success is. Success comes from the rest of the things in terms of the power skill that Sir spoke about. So I am of the experience, and then I am kind of vouching what Sir said. You have to focus on that. Fun apart, a lot of things could happen. In fact, as Sir was saying, we always count across batches how many work in progress materializes, how many families are being set, which is quite good. There are certain benefits to it also. So those fun remains and something could work out. But at the end of the day, make that effort required. That's extremely important. Amity also, we wanted to thank from my HRMD side, Mr. Singh, our director, for the support they have given for conducting this program. And feedback, we take it very seriously, in the sense constructively as a developmental input. Whatever critical feedback or useful developmental feedback you have given, it would all be attended to. College would do the due diligence, completely analyzing it. They will share with us. We would ensure that any kind of shortcomings that you add, the next batch doesn't face. It could also be, we don't know, every time we were experimenting, we may do it back in staff college. Nothing like doing it on our own premises. We completely agree. That is where the, apart from the camaraderie or bondage that we create, the connections we create among batchmates, there is also a connection to the institution that comes from being in our own institutions. And if I hope when you go back for the next phase of the induction training, you would feel the place and you would feel connected to it. That will be important. And we would improve the training every time. Yeah. Be the ambassadors for others who are coming in. We are also trying to promote our institution as the best place to work with. So whatever you feel good about it, at the end of the day, compared to many institutions, it's in a way, I feel it, I'm sure many would feel it. It's private sector within public sector kind. The kind of freedom to travel, do so many things, the knowledge updation that you could do, and the facilities that we get in terms of Bombay flats could be a challenge, but then we also have very comfortable package in terms of lease flats, and many grade B stay in Colaba, Parel, possible, whichever, when you become senior officer, then the kitty is larger, so you get a 3-bedroom flat in proximate places where you can go to office. We never had that opportunity. As Sir was saying, I was also commuting from Goregaon and Malad for 3-4 years. It's a challenge, but age supported then. Now we may think twice. But now we are ensuring, we're very careful to see that how we can make stay and other things comfortable. And wherever issues would continue to be there, disappointments would continue to be there, please raise your voice. Say it. We have voice forum is there. We are also going to introduce what is called as town hall meetings, wherein the instruction is the advice to our offices, in charge of offices, that be open to all kind of feedback. Don't judge as right, wrong. Critical feedback, improvement, feedback for improvement, what is working, not working. Those would help us to improve it. So raise, but raise it in a way it's constructive. That's where the learning has to be there, rather than fully complaining kind. What new reality of new situation could help you work better, your personal life, work-life balance better in terms of stay and all. Continue to raise this issue. Not giving complete assurance that every system will take care in the right way, but you have to be a good judge in saying where you can raise what. But that openness is increasing, listening is increasing without judgment, trying to understand empathetically from your perspective, what challenge you're facing, how we can work on, right? So I'm going to stop here. Thank you so much. Thanks to the college.
Okay. For DOS, people from DOS, whenever you do something, always keep in mind that it can be challenged. Write only data, not any adjectives. Because I remember when I was in DOS Bangalore, I would have inspected 4 or 5 major banks. Usually, it may look very silly, but they haggle around only 1 or 2 words which are adjective. They say, sir, instead of telling some instances, you say few instances. So don't use adjectives. That is one. And read books. 200 pages average book every month. 1 book every month. 10 pages a day. You can do. You can do. 1 book I will say, the light reading is Jonathan Livingston Seagull by Richard Bach. It's only an 80-page book, but brilliant book. I read every second day. It's about seagull, which simply, flies above all the other flock and reaches new heights. Lastly, we'll play one small few-second mind game. Okay. Don't think about elephant. What do you get? You get elephant in front of you, no? Why? Why? Andrew Huberman, neuroscientist, did a lot of research. He says, our minds are not conditioned to take negative instructions. If you have your brother's child or whoever, we don't do that. They will do that. Don't sit on the couch and eat. They will do that. Instead of telling don't sit on the couch and eat, you say eat in the table. Try to twist the negatives into affirmative sentences. You'll be able to do more. After reading quite a lot, I have a personal thing that wherever you see do's and don'ts, don'ts should not be there at all. It should be converted into do's. Thank you. Wish you a very, very, very happy life, both personal as well as in official terms. HRMD has got a fantastic mentoring process. Look for your mentors, and advice is a very freely available commodity. You can take some, but sometimes some advices will be worth of following. Thank you.
To propose a vote of thanks to our chief dignitaries, I request our official anchorman, Mr. Paras, to come.
Thank you, sir. My name is Paras. I'm from Depper, CO. I'm here to propose a vote of thanks to Mukundan, sir, GM, HRMD, CO, and Babuji, sir, CGM, Principal, RBSC. Sir, firstly, Mukundan, sir, very rightly acknowledged the space of constructive criticism as far as the feedback analysis goes. And I feel this will go a long way. The 1 month that we have spent, it was a teamwork from both ends, program directors, as well as the students. Things will take, and we all should aspire for the better things to come for future. So very rightly pointed out, let's acknowledge and hope for the better in the future. Now, Babuji, sir, I personally felt each word was worth a message. How beautifully and crisply he mentioned plethora of lessons in such a short span, starting from personal life to financial savings, to official life, to the amount of credibility this institution carries. And the moment you walk out of these premises, people look up to you with an image. So it just gives us some amount of responsibility. Sir, we owe you a big time for these very beautiful words and we'll remember as long as we'll be here. Thank you, sir.
Friends, that's it from the valediction. Please stay back for some operational instructions. Okay, please.
See, I don't know how many people know this joke. Einstein joke, you know, no? No? Don't know. Okay, even if you are read, I'll tell you. Einstein was so bored of giving lecture that he told his driver one day, you take my place and go and give lecture. The driver went and gave lecture beautifully because he was listening to everything every day. But some bright fellow like one of you from here asked a very tricky question. The driver said, my Einstein is my driver will answer. His driver was Einstein and he was Einstein. So he said, my driver will answer. Okay, I take it as enough is enough. Thank you.
All the very best to all of you and happy journey back to your centers. Yeah.
Thank you.
So friends, finally we have come to the conclusion of this validity session. I hope you must have really enjoyed this with some good things happening, some restrictions, we are making them, not allowing them to sleep. Yes, but sir has told now not to say no. So henceforth what we will say? Please go to the hostel and sleep. Okay, friends. What I've observed for this last 1 month is you are really very intelligent, very creative, and there is a lot of commitment in you, and there is definitely a lot of eagerness and the positive energy is there in you. And this positive energy always keeps also. So it is very, what we say, no, it get transmitted. So keep this positive energy always alive. And actually, if you see, every human being, the finally ultimate aim is to become happy. Whatever we do, we always want to be happy. Like you always wanted to be happy, become a DR grade B officer, so that you will become happy. And now once you have joined as a DR grade B, definitely you must be feeling like now my career, when I'll become AGM, after 7 years, I have to wait for becoming AGM. So already must have started, thinking, oh, 7 years. If I would have in another institute, maybe after 3 years, I would have got the promotion, So what I will not give any advice, but only I will tell you, just enjoy this journey. Don't think about the destination. Because as you are aware, once you become DR grade B, now already that happiness which was there before joining is already subsided, it has diluted. So what you want is you have to enjoy this journey of whether as a ED or whether DG or as a CGM, wherever you will reach, but enjoy this journey and always be happy and always keep others, with your acts, make this your act and your example, people should feel inspired. Okay, and always try to give maximum whatever others want, always be helpful, because that only will make our society, good society. And we have to be ambassador as a, good human being. So always try to give the help, any person who is in a need of any help. Your knowledge you can share to them, you can give your piece of advice, how to become DR grade B, that advice you can give it to your friends and be helpful to your friends. That's all. And wish you very, very happy journey and all the best from my side. Thanks a lot.
Friends, now, you know, you have conducted so many sports activities and there were many winners and runners up. I want Keshav to come up and introduce all those winners and runners to you, just to applaud them. Please, Keshav.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It has been truly a wonderful 4 weeks for us, the sports events. I would like to thank all the program directors, the sports committee members, and most of all, especially the sports participants for your wholehearted support and cooperation in conducting the sports activities. It was truly an incredible display of great sportsmanship and enthusiasm shown by all. So thank you so much for that. And regarding the winners and runners-up, as has allowed us, so we will start off with cricket. We'll first announce the names of the runners-up and then the winners. So just so we start off with cricket, and I would like the members to come up. May we have a big round of applause for the runners-up in cricket, Team D, led by Hardeep, the captain. Samyak Bhandari. Pranay. You can please come up on the stage as sir has allowed. So please, it would be great if you can just come up on the stage, please. Nilanchal Subudhi, Kumar Manas, Veer Vikram Kumar, Mathiasagan K, Gautam Sampat Kumar, Pradeep Kumar, Ritesh Kumar Patra, Pramod Bhushan B, Chandresh Pandey, Navneet Mehrol, and Vishal Kanavade. Please, audience, give them a great round of applause. It was a wonderful cricket final which we played. And now to the winning team. It was Team C, led by our captain, Karam Toti Prashant, Divyansh Kumar, myself, Keshav Karnani, Dinesh Kumar, Abhishek Singh, Banot Premraj, and Maharajan sir was also a part of our Team C. Santosh S, Tushar, Satendra Kumar, Mohan Vel, Vivek Bhadoria, Arvind Kumar, and Parush Tiwari. Well, I would like my batchmates to just have a photo click with all the two teams. And although we didn't have the player of the match, but we do have the player of the tournament. And for his excellent bowling and batting performances, yes, it is Dinesh Kumar.
Somebody please click the photo.
Next, we are going the order of the events as it happened. Next was volleyball. In volleyball, the runners-up, Team C, I would like to call Vaishak SS, the captain, Pradeep Kumar, Yogesh, Nilesh Sen, Abhishek Singh, Tiyatuba Zukum, Abhishek Kumar, and Vikas Kumar. Please come up on the stage, please. Team C. Vashak SS, the captain. Please give them a big round of applause, guys. Pradeep Kumar, Yogesh, Nivesh Sen, Abhishek Singh, Abhishek Kumar, and Vikas Kumar. The winning team was Team B, led by Vikram Dangi, the captain, Harbir, Samyat Bhandari, Vikas Kumar, Sunny Kumar Yadav, Vipin Tyagi, and Kartike Bhargav. Please, I will request all the members to please come up on the stage. तालियां बजती रहनी चाहिए. And please, the batchmates can take a photo. I would request the ones who are clicking the photos to share in the group also. Well, next up was chess. And well, in chess, it was a great final between two of the most talented players I have seen in chess. The runners-up was backed by Mohan Vel. Please give him a big round of applause, Mohan. Well, and the winner, well, we know that he has also won in his RO, and yes, he showed incredible skills here also, being the winner, Deepak Katwa. Next up was table tennis, and in table tennis, it was a great singles final, and the runner-up was Yashwant Reddy. And the winner in the table tennis event was Dinesh Kumar. Please give them a big round of applause, guys. Now we finally move on to badminton. The men's singles final. Oh, what a final it was. The audience really enjoyed it. It was a breathtaking final. And well, after an intense final, the runner-up was Kumar Manas. And may we have a big round of applause now for the winner, Patibanla Ravikiran. It was a great matchup, a real classic men's final it was. Now we move on to the women's singles. In women's singles, the runner-up position was backed by Madalsa Gupta. And the winner in this category, women's singles, was Abhiruchi Rathi. Great display of gamesmanship and sporting spirit. Now, the last event was mixed doubles. And wow, this too was a very intense mixed doubles final. The runners-up was held by Patibanla Ravikiran and Lakhinena Anjana Supriya. May we have a big round of applause for both of them. And the winners were Kumar Manas and Bhavna PJ. Superb final it was, the mixed doubles. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to call out the names of the sports committee members, my dear team, my sports committee team, which made it all happen. And I would like to call them on the stage. We start off with cricket. Chandrash, everybody will come and then we'll all have a group pick, all the sports committee members. For cricket, Chandrasekhar and Ritesh Patra. For badminton, Abhiruchi Rathi, Kumar Manas, and Satyendra Kumar. Please, everybody, please come up on the stage. Thank you so much, guys, for your wonderful support. Volleyball, Harbeer and Anuj. Football, Gilpreet Sharma and Vikram Dangi. Table tennis, well, table tennis, we started off a bit late, but I must really thank Sandeep Kumar and Samyak Bhandari for really pulling it off. And ably assisted by Tarun Prakash. Please, Tarun can also come. Well, chess was really well conducted by Deepak Katwa. Deepak, please. And basketball, Vinay Vamshi and Dheeraj Joshi. And myself was in the overall aspect of the sports committee. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Keshav, and thanks for all the coordinators who has done this wonderful work possible. And now we have move on to the last item. Your PDs will speak. Madam has already spoken. And of course, some bit of operational instructions, and then we leave the floor open to you if anybody wishes to say anything. Okay? Siranji, please.
Thank you, friends. I think a lot of gyan and everything has been already given to you. A lot of eminent speakers have given, experienced people have given. So I do not have anything to add. Only thing I would like to say that people have told you about a lot of opportunities. I also have. I was fortunate to get those opportunities in the bank, in the sense being in the being a dealer, Golden Jubilee, even faculty. So all these things, only one thing which I have done, is that to show some amount of initiative in the whatever I do and some sincerity in the work. And so that's the only thing required. Intellect all of you have. Some people have more, some less. But discipline and intellect and sincerity will take you a long way, which I'm sure many of you will certainly go a long way. So I don't want to be in that lecture mode. But what I learned in this class was how many different ways of sleeping. So what we do is somebody is like this, means just waiting for me to go behind before it closes. So, or some people are like that, you can't realize whether they are woke up or they are slept. So anyway, it was, I think, I also learned some ways of sleeping in the class. So guys, please everyone keep in touch. For anything, any help, any support, any kind of guidance or anything you feel like, please get in touch. You have my number, you have the email IDs. Just before I sign off, I would like to say that just be a little bit careful, because your perception about you will be formed in the initial stages of your career in the one or 2 years. So just be careful about your conduct and all, because people are observing, they come to know. So this was a learning opportunity. So at times we were harsh and all that, but if you have got the lesson here, I think you'll be safe when you go back. But somehow if you have escaped our attention and you could not get that opportunity here, then you be careful, and better, be careful, because your perceptions will be formed when you go back. So please, because this is what will be carried out. What happened, we have seen within our batchmates also. It's not that they were not having a high intellect or something, but just because of some casual approach, they get bad name, and then people talk about you at the back and all this. And you are a very big batch. So just that one, nothing more. Wish you all the very, very best. I'll be getting transfer very, very soon. Maybe next week I'll get the list, and I'll be getting transfer. Most likely I'll be going to Mumbai, which department that I don't know, but okay. So anyway, I would be really happy to come to DOS or DOR or any markets department for that matter, because I love these departments. As Mugundan sir was saying in the starting, initially when we joined, that time everyone wanted to get into DOS, because DOS was a niche area in the bank. There's a lot more learning. So one impression also I get from a few people from the DOS is that there's so much work and this, but at this stage only you have to do a lot of work, right? Then only you learn. So if you have got into at this stage, it's a very, very good opportunity for people who have gone into DOS, because in the next 5 or 6 years, you will learn so much if you are in the inspection or whatever divisions you are. Plus, of course, whichever area, it's not that just DOS, all areas, as people have already pointed out, are good. But for people who in DOS were thinking that they have gone into wrong place, no, you are lucky ones actually. So take it in that way. And hopefully, let's see where the transfer comes. It will be out next week. I'll put in the group. So all the best, everyone, guys. Bye.
Yes, friends. So we have come to the end of the program. A couple of instructions regarding the moving out of the campus of MIT. Please mind it. You have to, once you pack the bags, you are ready to leave, go to the warden who is there at the entrance of your respective hostel. They will come and check the room, and they have that form which you have signed at the beginning of the stay in the hostel. They will sign on it and no demand. From there, you need to go to the hostel supervisor. That's all. That's the small journey you have to make. Okay. Anybody having any problem, immediately call us. Any dues you have, please quickly finish them off so that they can relieve you. Right? Anybody is having any issues, you can call us. We are still there. We are there up to tomorrow afternoon. Okay. That's about the operational side. And regarding the future, as you know, let me tell you one thing. Just as we were PDs for you, we had PDs who is now a CGM and a regional director in one of the centers. He used to tell us, in RBI, when you enter as a grade B officer, you are a damak as well as you are a nayi bahu. You can understand. One is for lot of respect will be given. That's the damak part. Okay. And a lot of expectations will be there from you. That's for the nayi bahu. Okay. That's how you will be treated. You will be expected to handle a lot of responsibilities, and at the same time, you will be given a lot of respect. So that's for you to handle both these with a balance. That's what will define you in the years to come. Right? Please be very careful. More than what you need to do, I will give you one simple this thing. I don't have too much of this thing. When it comes to your seniors, be a dependable subordinate. And when it comes to your juniors, be a guide, that they are willing and keen to come and seek guidance. That's the kind of person you have to be in the office. Okay. And secondly, please understand, as you have been hearing, there are a lot of opportunities to learn and strengthen your intellectual capabilities. Use them, put them to good use, and keep growing. Because there's one saying you should imbibe and learn and believe in, is that there is always room for development in any area of life. Because the moment you feel that I have reached, that's the time the growth stops, right? So please do that. And also, please understand, seek out the help of your senior batches in the center or in the office. Sit with them, understand with them what all you should not be doing when it comes to leave, when it comes to official journey, what you shouldn't be doing, how you should manage your personal finances, what are all things you should not be doing, right? Similarly, how you should be responding to the bank when it comes to submission of mandatory information, what you should not be hiding, which could be very dangerous. Because going forward, this all goes into your service record. Any misstep, for example, submission of any fake bills, either in the seeking your benefits or in LFC, which you will get later on. You have to be very careful about this. That leaves a remark, that leaves a mark on your service sheet. And that's going to stay with you for some time, impacting negatively your journey. So please be very careful when you stand as surety for anyone. When you are taking finance from outside, you need to go through certain procedures. Please do that. If you don't know, quickly reach out to someone who knows, who can guide you. Check out the guidelines. Please be very careful about these don'ts, because more than what we need to do as an official capacity, you also need to understand what the organization wants from you. This is one organization which is always regarded as and placed a lot of emphasis on integrity. That means the lack of it is in no-go zone for us, right? So that's it from me. So please stay in touch. Whenever you want to call up and seek any guidance, we are there. All three of us, you can reach out to us. You have our numbers, you have our email IDs. You need not to go that far. Anytime you can call us and seek help, right? So I'll leave it with you. All the best for your future journey. And if anybody wishes to come and say anything, it's open for you. Then we'll wind up.
Hello everyone. This is Ashay from FinTech Department Central Office. On behalf of our entire batch, I'd like to thank the program directors for conducting this entire induction training very smoothly. Surely there were some adjustments that we had to do. But the idea behind organizing this for the whole batch was to ensure that we could have the bonds that we are supposed to. And I am definitely sure that we have developed the bonds that we are going to cherish for the rest of our careers. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello. So good morning, everyone. I had just come to, I skipped one शायरी yesterday, जो मैंने स्पेशली आरबीआई के लिए लिखी थी. वो नर्वसनेस की वजह से या टाइम कंस्ट्रेंट की वजह से मेरी कल रह गई. सो मैं आपको वो बताना चाहूंगा. आप सब भी रिलेट कर पाएंगे. हम सब की तरफ से आरबीआई के लिए एक शायरी है कि बड़ी शिद्दत से की थी मुशक्कत तेरे लिए, आज आरबीआई तुझको पा लिया, तूने सूरज से बढ़कर चमक दी मुझको, मैंने संसार अपना रोशना लिया. मुझे पराये भी अपना कहने लगे, मुझे पराये भी अपना कहने लगे, मैंने जब से तुझको अपना लिया, अब और ना कोई महबूब होगा, मैंने इश्क है तुझसे लड़ा लिया. 2 लाइनें. अकल बेहतर हो तो शक्ल मैटर नहीं करती, तासीर अच्छी हो तो तस्वीर मैटर नहीं करती, और श्रृंगार से ज्यादा किरदार चमकना चाहिए, क्योंकि बर्ताव अच्छा हो तो पोशाक मैटर नहीं करती. अंत में वही सेम 2 लाइनें कि आनंद लेना है सफर का, मंजिल का तो बहाना है, अभी शुरुआत है तेरी मुसाफिर, तुझे बड़ी दूर तक जाना है। थैंक यू। एक लास्ट वन, द टॉपिक विच आर CGM सर डिस्कस्ड टुडे, द क्रश, कि यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा माहौल बन रहा है, तो उसके लिए 2 लाइनें सिर्फ कि नजर तेरी देख नहीं पा रही, नजर तेरी देख नहीं पा रही और जुबान मेरी बोल नहीं पा रही, इसीलिए तेरे मेरे इश्क का कायनात दरवाजा खोल नहीं पा रही।
थैंक यू। गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन। मेरी आवाज आ रही है? Yeah, hello. So I don't know what is it with this place. I'm not an emotional person, but even my eyes are watery right now. I don't know. Listen to me, please. I don't know when I will see my friends who I've made for the past 1 month. For the 4 weeks that we have been together, the H5 hostel. And I'm not here as Sri Hari, but a friend who you never talk to, or the friend who is your friend, but he never expressed his gratitude towards you. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for being there for everyone and for being such a nice audience. I'm really, really inspired by the way all of you are. Everyone has his own story. Everyone has their own struggle. And I'm very inspired and I have my gratitude towards each and every one of you. And I've learned so much from you. I never got the chance to thank all of you. And I'm speaking on behalf of each and every friend. Maybe men don't express themselves as much, but I'm very thankful and I'm very grateful to be a part of such a wonderful organization and such a wonderful crowd. All my friends, all the friends I have made in my H5 hostel, all the men of H5, we used to sing together and 8th floor jamming sessions. And I'm very grateful to be a part of this. And I don't know, there must be people I haven't talked to, but I'm very sure that these are very beautiful people and I would like to know all of them. And I'm shaking right now and I have watery eyes. And I think that when you close your eyes and when you think of the friends that you have made here, you will think and cherish the times that you have enjoyed with all of them. I truly wish to see you all again, to see you all successful, and to see you all motivated in your life. I hope you live a healthy life. And in the end, I would also like to thank all the PDs for being so kind and blessing us always, no matter how hard it goes. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a great afternoon. Thank you.
Still, 1:30 only.
Good afternoon, guys. Myself Chandrasekhar, New Delhi RO Issue Department. As we are now going to start our new journey as a central bankers, and we have to play a certain role to make India a developed country. Hello, am I audible? एक टीम के रूप में कोई भी ऊंचा से ऊंचा मुकाम भी हासिल किया जा सकता है। एक टीम के रूप में कोई भी ऊंचा से ऊंचा मुकाम हासिल किया जा सकता है जो इंडिविजुअली हम अचीव नहीं कर सकते। तो मैं सरदार सैलानी जी की 2 लाइंस यहाँ पे कहना चाहूंगा। चमन में इख्तिलात ए रंग ओबू से बात बनती है, चमन में इख्तिलात ए रंग बो से बात बनती है, हम ही हम हैं तो क्या हम हैं, तुम ही तुम हो तो क्या तुम हो। थैंक यू।
Hello, everyone. People were talking about crushes and work in progress. So, since the start of induction, people must have been feelings and वो suppressed थे, informal इतना नहीं था। कल लोग इतने सज धज के आए थे, खूबसूरत लग रहे थे। हो सकता है it would have added fuel to the fire. And it was all possible because of the cultural committee. It was apparent you were enjoying from here. So I would like to call cultural committee members one by one, and you can appreciate them for their efforts. Sunita, Nidhi, Prashant, Tanya, Vimmi, Rupali, Kartikeya and Shreyas. Please come up on the stage. Please give all of them a big round of applause.
Hi guys, so a lot of friends before me have shared emotional messages and I really loved each one of them. I just like all of us to sing one song, a song of friendship, especially by the Kirtan Mandali of H5 8th floor. So the song goes like, and sorry for the Farhan Akhtar voice. Tere jaisa yaar आना याद करेगी दुनिया तेरा मेरा अफसाना मेरी जिंदगी की सवारी मुझको गले लगा के बैठा दिया फलक पे मुझे घाट से उठा के यारा तेरी यारी को मैंने तो खुदा जाना याद करेगी दुनिया हम सबका अफसाना.
Thank you, friends. Please move for lunch.
1 minute, 1 minute. Come, Dushyant and Naveen. Come.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is the best batch, actually.
So in the background, it is actually these people who are doing the work. Actually, Dushyant is the one who is giving you permissions, right? For your leave. So you must clap for that. And Naveen, all the groundwork, all your exam, everything he has taken care. So for that, right? Yeah. Maharajan sir Jindabad. Chalo, ठीक है, okay. On that note, we'll take a bye. So have lunch. Bye. Yeah.
If anybody wishes to take photographs and has not taken, we still kept some copies. You can help yourself.
And if someone has not collected the pen drive, 1 or 2 pen drives are there. So if someone has not collected it, can collect it. Yeah. जो है इवनिंग में बोलिए
Whatever it is, come and meet us.
Yesterday, the hostel representatives have also got that for notice. सबको मिल गया.
Very good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you.
What time you are leaving?
Sir, 3 p.m.
अच्छा अभी
7 p.m. का flight.
Ma'am has just gone out because principal sir and all, they are there now. Ma'am is outside. We will not be able to get her. She's in the lunch. वो पहले लंच तो कर लो, लंच कर लो पहले जाके, लेट हो रहा है ना। Call them. Yeah. Hello. Sirinji.
Yes, yes.
You both be there.
Somebody else? Do it, sir.
Okay. Yeah, whichever way.
Thank you. कौन ले रहा है? somebody the teacher. Yes.
See you at We'll come anytime, don't worry.
Yeah.
Come, come. आप आ जाए ना कैमरा
पीछे दे दो वैसे
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being there. Speak soon at RPSC.
Sir, can we get more of these?
Giving you.
No, not now.
In future.
If you
Actually,
misplace
there are
this
some
somehow.
private vendors who will prepare it for you. I believe that.
Thank you.
This clear. जो आएगा हम मना नहीं करेंगे आज। Thank you, sir. All the best. See you soon at RBSC. Mission, lunch, कम से कम एक तो निकलो या दोनों एक साथ करेंगे कैसे करेंगे या लॉक करवा दूं तो बुला लीजिए लॉक कर दीजिए ना लंच पे आपसे आने के बाद ये किसका है स्वप्निल स्वप्निल योर बुक तो लॉक कर दो करवा दो थोड़ी देर कॉलिंग में लॉक है फिर हम लोग आके लेंगे या बैग्स ले लो बड़ी है चले ऑपरेशन इंस्ट्रक्शन में डालना पड़ेगा आपके बाद कमेंट चेक कर छूट जाता है बोला कि एक साल तो आएंगे